I return from the dead. I was dead, and now I'm alive. And now it is time for High Rollers D&D.
Breathing for like a good hour, guys.
Dead.
Yeah.
When did you die?
We need to check in with each other a lot more.
God, wow.
Yeah, you do. All right.
He's been dead for a whole week.
And nobody bothered to check in.
I've been dead the whole time.
Hey, Jerry. So, hello, everybody. It is time for High Rollers D&D. It was just a very Seinfeldy joke.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. High Rollers time. It's me, your Dungeon Master, Mike Sherlock Humes, here with another high octane, high energy intro. Everyone's ready to go.
We're going to get high.
We've
We're all high.
this week, we have Rhiannon,
Hello.
we have Chris Trott, we have Kim.
Hello. I'm not high.
On the other side, we've got Tom Hazel and Katie.
Please.
The whole crew is here. Whole crew's here. Chris Trott is mourning the loss of his beard. It's coming back. It's very sad. Very sad
Me
time.
too.
Yeah, I lost mine.
It's coming back in.
What's it back?
Hey, just one,
That's so fucking random.
dude. You should know this by now. Like, a thought will come in my brain, and I'm like, I'm going to talk about Trott shaved his beard off. I'm going to talk about it. The intrusive thoughts, they win.
Yeah, same,
Very often,
same, bro.
Very unprofessional. That's what you kind of expect with High Rollers.
What?
Some things.
Yeah?
One major announcement, or a major announcement this week.
Major announcement?
Major announcement. A little thing. Old little
Mark,
Mark
your name's
Barra.
Mark.
I did a little thing. So it got announced. Last week. Oh, this week.
It did.
I am appearing on Thresher, which is a brand new two-part show from Critical Role. And I know you're like, but I watch High Rollers. I don't watch Critical Role. Well, friends of High Rollers, Jasper Cartwright is the GM.
Right.
Good old Jasper's coming back in.
We love Jasper.
I get to be a player in it as well.
What?
It is coming out on April 24th on Thursday, 7 p.m. PST, which is 2 a.m. for UK time. But it will then be available on YouTube and other platforms and such. It's GM'd by Jasper Cartwright, amazing GM Jasper. It's starring Jacqueline Emerson from The Hunger Games.
Oh my goodness.
I know that
Abu
one.
Bakar Salim from Game of Thrones.
I know that one.
Jane Douglas from Oxventure, we know that one. And then Noshia Dalal, who you will know from various video games, Charles in Red Dead Redemption 2, Mysterio in Spider-Man.
Get fucked. Fuck off.
Literally, like,
hell.
real actors and people who are good at their job. And then there's me. But no, it's a very special project for me personally because it is actually going to be the first project outside of High Rollers where I'm properly credited as Mark and Mara, and I'm playing a film character. I'm playing Beatrice Betty Callahan, who you'll get to learn a little bit more about. There's going to be more information coming about that in the next couple of weeks, but that is out on April 24th, Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, over on the Critical Role Twitch and YouTube channels. Do spread the word because it is a fun little project, and it'd be lovely to see all of our lovely High Rollers fans in the comments and in the chat. Yeah, just a really fun, exciting little project I got to do. And we love to support Jasper as well. This is Jasper's the DM. This is all Jasper's project. Like he's the guy who's been pushing a lot of it along with Jacqueline, who is the creator of the world as well. And yeah, lovely people, lovely team. So come and give that a little look-see.
Sick nasty. That shit slaps.
Thanks, Tom. Is there anything else worth mentioning this week?
No.
It is live, so we will. It is live, so we will read out donos and stuff at the end.
We are
so,
live
we're
on
live
the
this week.
internet.
We are.
We are. And that's it. Actually,
Mark,
Chris
just a
Trott.
quickie.
a quickie?
Your DM screen is off center. It's pissing me off.
Can we get a full screen?
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's way off, dude. Thank you.
There we go. Well, and also, again, you've already reminded me, Chris Trott, thank you to anyone in the High Rollers community who came along to mend his fate, the first one that we had.
True.
You want to talk about that a little bit or just say thank you? Or
Thank you so much for anyone that saw these messages in High Rollers and was like, you know what? I'm going to put my faith in Trot.
And money.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
And it really did pay off. We had an amazing time. It went
Great event.
It went above expectations, honestly, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. So thank you.
And if you were on the fence about Mena's Fate, if you wanted to hear about how the first one
Get off that fence.
Get off that fence and come on down.
Come on down.
You might get
4
to
weeks,
meet
so
me
I
as a random. I got to be a god, which was really
You
cool.
basically opened the show.
I opened the show. I did I literally did the Zeus mortals like coming down. It was great. But yes,
Come on down.
come on down.
Come on down.
So yeah, come along to Mena's Fate. It was a great time. That is it for announcements. Let's run that intro and jump into today's game.
Yay.
Game.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes are deep within the Proto-Magi vault known as the Prism. After discovering horrific experiments and learning the methods of getting around, they began to unlock other chambers and found valuables, treasures, and traps aplenty. Recovering what they could, the party have come to a chamber containing several cauldron citizens held in stasis. Distracting the construct overlooking these prisoners, the party have begun to free them in a desperate attempt to perhaps finally escape the Proto-Magi vault. And that is where we rejoin the session in process. Are you done?
I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah, you good?
What's going on over there?
What's going on? Something wrong with your hands?
My hands are just
They were glistening with sweat.
sweaty.
Remember the other day when I had really sweaty hands? For some reason, Ree's got it now.
Does that mean I'm...
I think it's contagious.
No, you're
No.
My hands are not sweaty.
Sweaty hands disease is coming.
Yeah.
So we are
so wet.
Moist.
towel or something. Try them on your trousers. I don't know.
Do something! Anything!
Welcome to High Rollers, by the most
Yeah, yeah,
professional
yeah.
D&D stream out there. So you find yourselves on the middle floor of the prison.
Professional.
I kept that quiet. If you hadn't brought it up, I would have moved on seamlessly.
There was like a full second of like holding it in.
Yeah, but I carried on
Not as subtle as
seamlessly.
you
No,
thought
yeah.
it was.
No.
If that was recording, we would just cut that and you would never know.
No, we wouldn't.
you wouldn't.
No, we
His
wouldn't.
head would have like
No, we
shot.
I do love that some people worry that if we did pre-records, we'd make it too
No,
produced.
all of
and
that would be left in.
No.
You guys don't
You think
understand
Tom's
us.
going to edit
You
these?
think I give a shit?
So, you find yourselves on the middle floor of the prism. You have just opened up the northeast, I think we were counting it as, door.
Yes.
And inside you found a chamber containing these hovering 5-foot sort of cubes, or rectangles really, because they're slightly a little bit
Coffins.
taller. Yeah, kind of coffins hovering there. You discovered the method of unlocking them by creating a black crystal sphere and then using that to unlock the systems. But there was a construct inside, which I believe was currently being held by, I think it was a combination of like Percival, Ophelia, and Rowan have basically got this thing grappled.
Yes.
And it is trying to free itself and shove them away, but it is unable to. Meanwhile, Daisy is currently operating the
I
device.
was letting people out. Yeah.
Yes, and slowly but surely. I mean, really, there is nothing to like. This creature cannot free itself right now. It's being held by sort of 3 of you, all of which are stronger than it.
It's not aggressive for Trot, for your reference. It's not aggressive. It just keeps going, shh.
It did
kind of
cast
like
silence on
silence.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like nurse
Yeah.
robot that we found in the first room where I got the
see.
side chick stuff.
Yes, I believe I ended the last episode because for us it has been a couple of weeks. I believe I ended up with rolling initiative or like asking for initiative, as this thing is now unable to free itself. Is now kind of becoming more aggressive, basically. Yes,
May we roll for fate, please?
that is a very good point, and we should do that. Yes, rolling for your crucial fate.
That didn't sound good, Tom.
Tom.
I got a 1.
Oh,
A
did
dice
you
for
now?
you.
Dice for me.
The curse is lifted.
Yeah?
I got a 6.
A dice for you.
5.
A dice for you.
Ba, 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 ba.
A dice for you.
Why'd you roll a 20? A d20?
I rolled what?
It's
Oh, it's fate.
You just rolled a nat
You rolled
20.
a 20.
Doesn't help you. I'll let you keep that for the initiative, though, huh? What a nice guy I am.
Guy.
Oh, weird. I rolled a
I
20.
got 3.
Oh, 3. Oh, even better. It's a dice for me.
Well,
And then
what the fuck?
2. That's a nice even 3-3.
3 feet.
We like to see it.
We love
Yeah.
to see it. So yeah, let's roll initiative.
Initiative. Give me my d20.
What?
Yeah.
20.
No way!
Norway. Percy
Sweden.
remains a god amongst men. Finland.
What did Percy get?
He got a 19 on his initiative.
All right, Percy, 19.
Boy.
Rowan, what was your total?
20.
Total.
I have +0.
20.
My innit.
Ophelia.
7.
Graf.
That means I have to
5.
think now.
Yep.
Xanthias.
18.
Same as my fate roll.
And Daisy.
16.
And then for the construct.
Yeah.
My name's Gareth. Son.
Hello. Hello, my name is Xanthias.
So determined.
Xanthias.
And now I'm Tom. Xanthias.
Wait, is the role playing starting or not?
Are we role playing right now?
Are we role playing?
So, Daisy,
Free at all.
you have managed. I'd say you've managed to free, say, 3 of these civilians. You've already got quite a few of them out the door as well. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left in the room. So a few of the civilians have already been led out and ushered out. I think Xanthias and
I think I'm
Gruff-
currently.
Yeah, you're
Were they
currently
unconscious?
helping them.
Completely
No,
unconscious?
they weren't.
They when they are first released, it takes them a round to sort of come to and become cognizant of what's going on. That first round, they are sort of still out of it. They're sort of not unconscious, but not fully conscious yet.
Wibbly.
They're
Apologies
wibbly.
If this was already
Wibbly.
described.
Yes.
What are the civilians wearing?
Yeah. So the different civilians, they are all very clearly either Cauldron or from the Empire. They are all wearing Imperial clothing.
alien.
No, these
or
are
they're
all
not from a different time.
well, that would be difficult to tell. They are all wearing pretty normal clothes. Let me just remind you of who was.
Except the one guy with a pocket watch and a newspaper.
There's-
What year is it?
9
One guy
in
with a laser gun.
total.
Yes.
There are 4 woodsmen, 2 farmers, 1 teenager, 1 dark elf, and 1 Durgar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the ones the 4 woodsmen look like they would come from somewhere like Colville. So wearing sort of Cauldron colours, look like woods folks. The 2 farmers and their son look, their teenage son look like, regular farmers. The most interesting people would be the Nalunari, the dark elf merchant, who is this woman who has this very, very dark purple skin, but there is something about the Nalunari have this mystical blessing from Melia, which makes them always appear supernaturally alluring or beautiful.
Chip in my chest just went off.
Peeped away.
Just a very cold dress.
So, and it varies person to person. This particular Nalunari, her hair, even though she's been held in the stasis, it looks so voluminous and so perfect in the way that it's covered. But is dressed in a bit more of finery and not of Cauldron colours. She is wearing very unusual garb and garment that would actually be from where she's from, the city that the Nalunari have, basically. And then her Durgar bodyguard, or the Dwymera, as they're called in Altheya, he is tooled up as a bit more of a kind of warrior, but not armor. He's wearing leathers. He has some sort of weird crossbow device on a wrist bracer. He has more kind of traveling armor and sort of looks more less like a kind of knight and more like a mercenary, I would say. It's like patches of metal, but lots of leather and sort of equipment and stored all over his body, basically.
Can you spell Nalunari?
Nalunari. Nalunari. So lunar, like lunar, lunari, Nalunari.
Nalunari, and then what was the Durgar?
Dwymera, Dwymera.
Cool.
And most of you would be familiar with the common sort of knowledge of the Dark Elves and the Dwymera. You would all know the very basic story, which is the Dark Elves, the Nalunari, were once elves that when they came to the material plane from the Feywild, when they were sort of refugees, they were cursed by something from the Feywild, and they were sort of exiled from the elves. And they were taken in by a community of humans and dwarves and halflings who helped them go underground because they found the sun really uncomfortable, and they helped them survive. And then the goddess Melir basically came down and took pity on them and gave them these beautiful forms that kind of undid the curse and made them supernaturally beautiful and blessed them with the ability to see in perfect darkness and all this kind of stuff. And then to the humans and dwarves and halflings also bestowed a gift, which, as they had been the sort of bodyguards and protectors, offered them the same gifts, but it changed them into the Durgar, or the Dwymera. Curing the dwarves of their earth skin, and the humans and halflings, they grew stronger or taller and, wider, and they became Durgar, basically. And that's the rough concept for Altheyans. For Ophelia, no idea what these people are. Like, you probably would never have interacted with a Nalunari or Dwymera. They have a city called Midnight, which is somewhere beneath the mountains in the Empire, but it's almost like a kind of city-state. It's part of the Empire, but it's also kind of its own independent thing, and supposedly protects the Empire from vault spawn and creatures that live down in the ground, basically. Belomorphs and creatures of Belain and things like that as well. That's a little bit of lore dump for you there, little world lore.
That's cool.
But yes, so yeah, those are the prisoners, and I'd say that still in. So yeah, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think you'd got the Nalunari and the Durgar out first, because I think you'd prioritize those. Because the Durgar looks like he has weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
So the rest are all currently still held in stasis. But it is, Rowan, you are actually first up. You, Ophelia, and Percival are basically holding this construct, grappling it, and it looks like it's about to launch into like, okay, I need to free myself, and it's probably going to start attacking you.
Interesting. Noticing its resistance, I think I would... I was going to say gorge.
Yeah.
Gorge.
Okay.
Large.
Oh.
Gorge.
Large form.
Okay.
With which to continue to restrain this construct.
Okay. Alrighty.
I embiggen.
Embiggen. Nice. Perfect. All right. So that is an action, or is that a bonus action for you?
That is a bonus action.
Okay, we still get your action.
So my action, can I pull this construct away from the other stasis?
Yeah, so as your movement, you can move half speed and take the creature with you.
Oh, right, I have to
basically.
do like a strength grapple.
No, it's part of the grapple. You're already grappling it.
Yeah.
I'll be coordinating with Percival and Ophelia, right? Yeah. You're doing this as well. Well, we're moving. I'm going to move him away.
Okay.
Just into the corner.
Wait, okay.
And then you guys release the others.
So heading deeper into the room, because I think our
Just
plan is to get
away
them
from-
out of this, yeah.
Just away from... Create a path. Yeah.
Okay. How far are you able to drag?
15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah, half movement. Yeah, the creature is going with you. Obviously, you've got it grappled to your dragon. It still has it's because it has these form manipulator arms with these various tools and long, slender, almost talon-like fingers. It's still going to be able to attack you, but it is going to, its speed is currently 0. It can't chase after anything.
If it attacks me or any of my allies, I'm holding an action to attack it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Or just squeeze.
Well, if it releases from my sick grip, then I will.
Alrighty.
Guns.
Okay.
To catch the guns.
In that case, we then go to, if that is Rowan's full turn, Xanthius.
So I'm leading the first
Soft.
stasis prisoner out of the room right now.
Sure.
Have they I guess I'm at the door, so I guess Gruff, you can now see me like coming out with
Hello.
this person. Has that person sort of come to enough?
We'll say that that's the Nalanari, that's the Dark Elf
Nalanari.
lady. Yeah, she's like, what? What is happening? What is?
It's okay. We're here to help you. We're trying to get everyone out.
She like looks around, and to impress upon as well, like she is. I'd say that like she's very tall. She's probably about 6 feet tall. Very sort of shapely figure, but yeah, just there is something about her, and I leave that up to you guys how much this affects you. But there is a supernatural beauty to them, and she has these like almost starry eyes. Like her eyes are almost like stars, and looks at you with these like chiseled jaws, like very, very beautiful. Just like kind of looks down at you and is just like, thank you. What is happening? And sort of like stumbles in the way. My friend, my ward. And she's like looking behind. Like,
Your ward will be out shortly. We promise that. Gruff, do you want to take?
Yes, sorry, my lady. Let me just help you.
she kind of like leans into you, Gruff, and sort of, still very weak. There's still a physical weakness here. Very disorientated, but is coming around. And yeah, you pass her over easily enough.
Nice. And yeah, I guess I don't really want to start fighting just yet. I almost want to just come in ready for, look to Daisy. Who's the next one out?
Did you say that her ward is already out of the stasis?
I'd say that, so you'd picked up her and dragged her back, but let's say that the Dwymera, the Dugar, is actually out of the pod. He's like on the ground, and he's like beginning to like put his hands out, and he's trying to like stand up.
Yeah,
like, he's almost like blinking and sort of doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, I'd help the Dwargar up and sort of point in the direction. Go that way. We're leading everyone out of this room in that direction.
Sure. Okay.
I've got like 2 like sticks. This way, everyone.
Exit.
Flames in your hands. Just like,
Produce flame in either hand.
In the case of an emergency.
This
follow the
way.
lights. My apologies, Percy should have actually gone before Xanthias, but I imagine that Percival's helping Rowan.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to just have that as Percy's go? Like, he's basically using the help action and helping Rowan keep this thing locked down?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. In that case, Daisy is actually up next.
I'm gonna release another one.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got the 4 woodsmen, the 2 farmers, or the teenage son.
Teenage son.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Not a bad idea. Before things get nasty in here.
Excellent.
Not that it will,
But it could.
but it could.
The construct. That is an action, by the way, Daisy. To
I'm
do that.
pretty
Do you want to
much
do
just
anything
gonna-
else?
I'm probably just gonna keep doing that. So I guess other than that, I will take the dodge action if this thing tries anything near me.
Okay, well, so it was an action to activate the thing, by the way, so you only have a bonus action left.
Yeah.
So dodge is normally a full action, and I think for rogues you can't cunning action dodge. That's a monk thing.
Well then, I don't.
You don't have to do anything. You can just be like, yeah, I'm done. Monk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just trying to stay on this thing so that I can release more things,
Okay.
more people.
In that case, the construct is going to go. It is going to try and lash out at Rowan, desperate to try and fend.
Rowan be growing.
Rowan be growing. It is going to. I think it feels like it can't break free, so it's now just going to try and like injure you to try and make you let go of it. So it's going to use one of its grasping limb attacks.
Does it have disadvantage for being grappled?
It's not restrained.
Right,
So yeah,
okay.
it does not have disadvantage, unfortunately. Like Rowan's holding it in place, but its arms are still free to like grab it. It's like you're kind of holding onto it and holding it back, but it plunges these talon-like hands into you. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
4. That is going to be 6 points of piercing damage. And then as a bonus action, its head, which is this pure crystalline, begins to flash all sorts of different colors as it creates a kind of bewildering array of lights. And I would need everybody in the room, which is everybody but Gruff, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. My favorite. I love these for me.
I will also roll for the Durgar. Who actually has advantage on it.
Oh my god.
I rolled a nat 20.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
Great stuff. Don't forget you got fate as well.
True. I have an 8.
That's failure.
21.
Success.
15.
Success.
Oh.
Ophelia got 20 and Percy got 11.
Percival fails. Ophelia, you succeed. The Durgar succeeds.
So just me and
What did Gruff get? Oh no, Gruff's outside.
outside.
So you and Percy Zan, this dazzling array of like lights and color up in the air, you're dazed by it basically. The dazed condition means you have move, action, or bonus action. You basically only get one thing a turn.
Okay.
You can't take reactions.
Okay.
So you're like. It's like this so bright, and your lights are like, oh, my brain, struggling to convince it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Does Rowan's held
Brain.
action to attack go off because it attacked him?
It attacked him. You said if it attacks my
attacks him
friends.
or-
Oh, did you say him or your friends? Then yeah, your held action goes
I
off.
forgot.
You're welcome.
There you go. No, good. I had forgotten as well. Mainly because I'm trying to write up names for all these NPCs that you're
Right.
releasing. I'm
Bob,
like, Bob,
Steve,
Jeff.
Dave.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Ringo.
Cool. I got a 4.
Cool.
Okay, you miss, unfortunately. Yeah, this creature's hard carapace.
I got a 4.
But the point is you tried, and that's what matters.
True.
Perfect. In that case, that is its go, which brings us to Ophelia. And then Gruff is the last one in the round.
Yeah, Ophelia is going to go on the offensive after seeing this thing awaken. So she's going to rage, and she is going to swang veracity towards this guy.
Well, oh shit.
First hit is a miss. That's a 2 plus. That's a 6. No, what am I doing? Yeah, that is a 8 to hit. I imagine that's a miss.
That is a miss.
Second hit, 16 plus 6, 22.
That is a hit.
Rock and rolling. It's just
Yeah,
standard.
it's got enough movement where it's like throwing itself to the side. Now it's sensing being attacked. It's like actively trying to pull itself to the side. It's defending itself. The grapple is not the same thing as being restrained, unfortunately.
And I shall hit with Vex as well, so I have advantage next time.
Yes.
So that is a 11, 12, 13 total damage.
13 points of damage. You score a pretty impressive sort of crack into this thing's crystalline form, spreading up all one side, seemingly doing a hefty blow to this thing. Not quite, it's hard to tell. There's no bloodied status. There's no blood or liquids or anything flowing out of these things. But it does seem to jerk and react as you've dealt it this solid blow, Ophelia. Anything else on your turn?
That is it for now. I'll just stay close to the guys, provide protection where I can.
Okay, Gruff.
Hello, my name is Graf. I'm just going to help this lady and try and encourage any other people to come towards the door. I
Okay.
just don't want to leave her on her own.
Yeah, she's sort of leaning up against the wall, and she will look sort of in your direction. Are you injured? Like, do you have any physical injuries on you, Gruff?
I have 36 hit points out of 59.
Okay, so you've got like some cuts and bruises
I'm
and
a
things
little
like that.
bleedy.
The ball.
Yeah,
The ball.
The ball.
the ball.
No.
No, that was the exploding potion.
That was the exploding potions,
The one that
yeah.
really hit me too.
Oh, we got healed up after the
I'm a bit singed.
She will sort of blink at you. You are injured, sir. And just put a hand out to you, and she will cast Cure Wounds for 6 hit points.
Oh, well, that is
And she whispers a prayer like, Mistress of Secrets, Mother of Night, please heal this knight's wounds. And there's you feel like almost like a cold night breeze blow over you.
I'm not a knight yet, I'm a knight errant, but that's really kind of you, thank you.
She's like, she's a bit too dazed to like really realize.
It's
Sure.
just how he, here, have some water, and I'll try,
Yeah, okay, so you start like...
probably
yeah,
goes into dad mode.
Yeah,
and,
she'll
like,
take the
tries to-
water and starts drinking it. When you sort of look round to try and usher, you see this Durgar kind of like get up, and he's actually going to take the last turn in the round. If you're done, that's going to be
Yeah, I'll
like...
just be like, oh, come on, fella.
He like looks over, he blinks, he's just like looks around, and he sees the dark elf with you, and he'll just say, "Oh, Lady Valessa!" And he'll like look around. He's like, "Who did this?" And he starts backing up, but he then sees this construct, sees all of you, and he's not sure who's done what. So he's like, "Who took me and my mistress? Who took them?" Like, and he's like pointing this like hand crossbow device at all of you.
Like blinking and dazed as
yeah,
well.
he's like,
If it helps, like,
one of
I'm
them.
beckoning to him, like I'm kind
yeah,
of.
he's like backing up, so he's like moving to the back. Like, "Are you well, my lady? Are you hurt?" No, I'm fine. I think they're helping us. And he's like, "Ugh," and he kind of backs his way up. But he's basically gonna hold an action. As soon as he knows what the bad guy is, he's gonna shoot at it. But yeah, with that case, we go back up to the top of the round with Rowan.
Rowan is going to try and actually restrain this thing.
Okay, so like fully pin this thing, basically. Okay.
And kind of expose its, like, kind of grip all of its appendages.
You got Percival helping as
exposing
well.
its chest.
Yeah, give me. This would be athletics. You can have advantage.
Yes.
Well, you're big, so you have advantage anyway.
Embiggened.
Embiggened. And then I will have this thing attempt a check to try and oppose you, basically.
Yeah.
What'd you get total?
I'm going to roll fate.
Okay, great. Love that. You can add a fate.
I love that for you.
I love that for you.
18.
18 is enough. You do beat this thing. So what I'm going to say is you can restrain this thing. You will not be able to take any other action. All you can do is hold and pin this thing in place, which will also give you the restrained condition. So if something else were to attack, you would also have the restrained
Fine,
condition.
there's nothing else attacking us. It's totally fine. Nothing else in this room.
Nothing else in this room.
Nothing else.
We've just got allies in
But
this
you're basically spending
friend.
your whole turn to prevent this thing from doing anything. So yeah, you've got this thing
room.
in.
Yeah, I'm literally just pulling its arms back,
Yeah,
exposing its chest
much of it
area
as it can.
as I can.
Yep. It just means that
Thematically.
you are also in a vulnerable position because you can't defend yourself.
That's fine.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like that would be an action.
Oh, I am exhausted, so -1 from that.
Oh,
2 from that.
-2 from that. So that would go down to 16.
Yeah.
Still enough. Just.
Keep forgetting my exhaustion.
Good. Well remembered.
Tough one to follow.
All right. Anything else? You still have a bonus action.
Who's looking at injured around me? Anybody?
I'm just blinking away some lights, but I'm not physically injured.
I'm going to give Ophelia bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
You go, girl.
I will.
You got this.
Oh, thank you.
Please don't stab me.
I'll try not to.
Thank you.
All right. So you get your bardic inspiration. Remember, there's effects once you use them, depending on what you use them on as
D8.
well. Percival is up next,
Thank you.
and then Xanthius.
Yeah, with the construct exposed, Percival is free to take a strike.
Well, you have advantage now because it is fully restrained.
Amazing. Go, Percy, go. God amongst
Nat
men.
20.
What are you? You are a 10 plus 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Amazing. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just about.
slashing, 1d8 plus 3, 11 slashing damage.
Wow.
With that, you see Percival brings the axe down again, causing another hefty crack to almost kind of split across this thing's whole chest and up into its neck and into its head. It jerks and spasms, now desperate to try and get free. You don't hear any noise, like this thing is utterly silent, but the lights in its head are like flashing, and you can see a lot more red and oranges in its like colors that it's flashing. For Gruff, you're not in the room. Xanthius, you're not holding the prism currently, are you? It's in your bag, I think.
Yeah, I think I have it kind of in
Yeah,
my
so
bag,
yeah, all of you just see this kind of like flashing light. You don't hear anything as this thing is desperately trying to sort of escape or do something. But yeah, hefty crack. This thing is now definitely bloodied and it looks pretty weak at this point.
Okay, cool.
All right, Xanthius.
So the Dwergar, does he kind of like push me away when I went to help him up, or?
Yeah, like, I think like you helped him up and then he immediately was like, what's going on? Who are you?
Flash, like, there's just a ringing in my head and my eyes are like flashed. We're trying to help you, you fool. Whoever it is out there. And that thing, that's trying to stop us from letting everyone out.
Okay, he will take his readied action then. He's like, I trust you. And he's going to fire his hand crossbow.
Good, I'm very trustable. Look at my chest.
That is going to be 8 points of damage from him. The bolt hits the crack that Percival just caused, causing it to split, and chunks of the crystal fall on the ground. This thing is nearly done, but just not quite enough. As he kind of fires from this wrist-mounted crossbow.
Can I, was that like I guess it wasn't an action.
It was his held action. You just
held action.
He was holding action until he knew what to fire at, and you went, that thing. And he went, okay.
Being dazed, I'm kind of limited on stuff I can do, and also
You've got move, action, or bonus action.
Can I take a look at blinking towards this thing? Can I figure out, because the previous construct we fought when we killed it did a burst. Can I figure out if this thing is almost like arcane instability, or
I will let you make an Arcana check as your action.
watch this?
I'm watching.
What does I'll use fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would put me to 12. I'm
Okay.
going to fate it because I think I can turn this into a huge.
Lovely, tasty, tasty fire.
lovely
Fate.
pile.
Turns a 12 into a 13.
Oh,
Big
I will tell you that you do believe that something will happen when this thing is destroyed. But with the 13, and because you did destroy, this is a different model to the
Yes,
other one
yeah.
before. You're not sure if it will explode in the same destructive energy or if something else will happen. You don't know.
It will heal us.
It might do. Ophelia, get that thing away from everyone before you kill it. I think it might.
Oh, okay. Good point.
So that is going to be with your dazed. The dazed.
That's like my full thing.
That will then end at the end of your turn, basically.
Cool.
So
Nice.
you kind of adjust to the light's beginning to fade.
Yeah, I do the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes.
Perfect. I love that. Daisy.
I was literally about to be like, can you move this thing away from the console that controls the entire room, please?
There's a console.
I'm standing at it,
Oh.
releasing prisoners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, please move it away. So I released the teenage boy. I'll release someone else.
Random.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, do we want to start moving some of the dice?
Sure. Yeah, move them out of their
So I
little
think that was
cubes.
the Dwargar, and
And
then.
then
Is there any
Teenage
particular place
boy.
where boy is?
Just to say it's in the same row.
Okay.
this one.
Yep.
Get on out of here.
The release, huh?
Yeah.
There's 9.
And yeah, I guess I'll release the next one along.
Seems to be one of the farmers, the next one along. The boy's sort of coming out of it now as you sort of release him, being a sort of full round. He's just like, Father, what's happening? Like, kind of like blinking around, trying to look around, sees like this fight, sort of is beginning to like scrabble and sort of crawl away. But
Yeah.
Dad, where are they? It's like looking around, like unable to find them. The man that you released from it, quite a swarthy, earthy-looking, proper farmer's tan, hairy sort of forearms, big mutton chops down his side. Sort of stumbles out and is beginning to come to a little bit as well. Anything else, Daisy, on your turn?
I don't think so. I'm just trying to get the people out and telling them to move the construct away.
Sure. All right. The construct on its turn is, as a bonus action, Rowan and the construct, you feel yourselves fall to the ceiling. It's going to try and because you're behind it, it's going to try and slam you into the roof to let you go, as it basically like levitates itself and you like vroom, straight up. Do you keep hold of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to say you're just going to take basically damage as you fall into the roof for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And can you give me a strength saving throw with advantage because you're large form? As you like hold on to it basically.
I meant take it out a different way. Not up.
It's about 10 feet up.
Okay.
I got a mother chuffin
Yes.
14.
14. It's enough. You still hold on to it, so it's still restrained, but you are now currently pinned up into the ceiling. And because it's restrained, it has disadvantage, but it's still going to try and like shove its like extra hands into you to make you let go of it. But it has disadvantage now. That's a natural 1. So with the kind of like impact of it and you holding it in place, it's not quite able to like strike at you properly, but you are now basically hovering like 10 feet above everybody in the top of this room.
How is it, is there anything propelling it?
No, magic.
Just doing it up.
Just force, like you can't see any sort of sense of propulsion. It doesn't have wings or anything like that. It's as if gravity just changed for the two of you and you've fallen up instead of down, right? Like it's just it's used
I can't remember what we called it before.
it's what does Kaladin do? It's the a lashing.
Lash.
It's lashed you
yeah.
up basically.
You're well lashed.
Well lashed.
You're well left.
mate.
That is the construct skill.
On the lash.
So we go to Ophelia.
Seeing Rowan and the construct go up to the ceiling, Ophelia will spider climb up, follow them up onto the ceiling.
Yep. Yep.
You've definitely got the movement. to do it.
Incredibly useful ability.
Can't be stopped.
And can she stand sort of in the ceiling but towards the back corner and just say to Rowan, bring it towards me, we'll finish it off at a distance.
Other corner, I think.
Yeah, the far away from
Far
the
corner.
people, yeah.
Yep, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Do you want to like hold an action then? As soon as
hold an
Rowan
action,
brings it
once
over, you're going to
range.
strike.
Yeah.
Great. So you get 1 attack when you do that. Griffith.
I'll continuing beckoning the people like, oh, come on, lad, come on, but also.
But Gruff doesn't want to go inside, right? Because you're worried.
No, because I'm
about-
worried about the
chip.
chip in my chest, and I was worried initially that the robot might be like, oh, another, because when the chip got put on my chest,
Get you
the
stasis.
first instruction was go to stasis.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get stasis.
Yeah, you can easily like get to the boy and sort of like come on, like
yeah.
usher him towards you and stuff as well.
Can I look around the central chamber and see if there's any signs of something else coming? Like, I can hear commotions happening.
You would look around. You don't see any. What you would notice is the walls. Whenever you've been in this place, the walls have like these shifting colors, mostly like kind of black glass. But there is kind of like a pulsing sort of red-orange tint to it as well. But nothing is happening. You don't hear any noises. You can make a perception check for me.
10.
10. Nothing immediately draws your eye.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my turn. So my action is to look around and to be ready if something comes, but not mechanically. And yeah, just keep ushering people out, getting them safe in the corridor, trying to keep them calm, and just be reassuring.
Sure. The Durgar, the Dweimera, will grab like the boy and the dad who's like just woken up, or the farmer. He's like, "Come on, you two, get up!" And he's like brings them up, and he brings them out to you, sort of throws them into your hands, Gruff, as they're sort of like making their way. And then he immediately goes to the Dark Elf, and he's just like, "Lady Velasha, are you all right? Are you hurt?" Like, and he's like checking her over, like, "Oh, my ancestors would have never forgiven me if anything had happened to you." Like, and he's like fussing over her basically, and she's sort of like, "No, I'm fine. Like, I just need a moment." And like, they're taking like a little second to the side. After that, we go back up to Dom. It's brand new round with Rowan. So yeah, this is.
So I'm pinned to the ceiling.
Yes. Well, you imagine you've like fallen onto the ceiling, right? So like the ceiling is now the floor to you,
Okay.
and you're lying on your back. So you're technically prone. And you're holding this thing on top of you.
So I'm gripping like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my legs down and just start pushing forward
Inchworming.
and squirming towards Ophelia.
I will allow you to move 15 feet towards Ophelia.
Dash.
Yeah,
yeah, you could dash.
with a dash, and then you can get her close enough for Ophelia.
There you
to
go. You're
just-
right up into the corner
Like a
now.
worm.
Yeah,
That's a pretty fantastic visual.
back worm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing.
and then Ophelia gets the attack roll with advantage because it's prone, and you did Vex. Can't get double advantage, sadly.
18 to hit.
Is enough, absolutely.
Sick, nasty, sick, nasty, sick. 12, 13, 14 damage.
The rapier Veracity pierces into the already cracked construct's body, and you see this thing. It kind of collapses inwards. The crystal, the face, it's kind of a no featureless head flashes bright colors, and the whole thing crumbles, and there is a kind of sucking sound, like the air. Any creatures within 20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, but then is it...
Down.
So it does... The radius hits Daisy, but Daisy
Yes.
is also down, so...
It's 20 feet, so she's only 10 feet down, so it's like a sphere, basically.
Okay.
So we'll catch that. Anybody in that sphere, including Rowan and Ophelia, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Percival doesn't need to make this.
Percival's also out of the
He's
range,
slightly
I think.
outly. Yeah.
There is... Oh, no. No.
That person is still in the stasis.
Yeah.
18, 15,
22.
22. You all succeed. You feel magic essence being pulled out of you, and you manage to resist it. This would have drained spell slots or magical energy from you. Huh?
What a mother trucker.
Yeah. But you manage to resist it, and you don't lose that magical energy. You keep hold of it.
Rude.
As it then crumbles, Rowan, you then immediately fall as this thing dies. Make an
How tall
acrobatics check.
Is the ceiling?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Well, I'm.
You're not like 10 feet. You're so
Just
big.
Step down.
But you were sort of prone,
Yeah,
so you're still
I
good.
have to go.
Give me an acrobatics check. Just to see if you can
just
like
stands.
you tuck your knees in enough that you just land.
18.
18, yeah, I'd say you sort of, as you're falling, you're like, oh, and you just you like pull your knees in, and then you sort of land in a crouch. Boom. I think obviously you're stuck to the ceiling because you can walk on it, so you're absolutely fine. Yeah, as this thing is destroyed without any further threat, we can drop out of initiative.
Okay.
As Daisy.
I'm just gonna keep.
You're sort of rolling this ball. It's kind of like imagine like those puzzles you had as a kid where you had to get the ball bearing around. You have to almost navigate this ball to settle on like a little point, and then that opens up a stasis chamber, and then you roll it, and then it's the next one, and then the next one. So it takes a little bit of finesse to do.
Fucked up, right?
Weird shit, man. Weird shit. Proto-mash eyes, man. Who knows how they work?
That's the scariest part of this so far. Bad UI design.
Or it's just like, do you know what? I want to make my prison fun. I'm gonna make it a little game to release them.
Opening the doors is the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, eventually, with all of this taken care of, without the construct really threatening you guys, you release all of these prisoners. They take a few moments to kind of come to their senses, and there's immediately a lot of like, where are we? Who are you? What's going on?
It's okay, we're trying to help everyone out of here. We are prisoners like you are, but we've managed to get out of here.
And they're just
kind of.
they're sort of holding their heads. All of them. Well, in fact, actually, no, I'm not going to say anything because I'll leave that to you guys to.
Well, I was going to say, like, I didn't check on the first four, sorry, but I almost want to see if I can find chips on them.
That'd be a medicine check or a perception check. I'll let you choose.
I'll do it. I won't necessarily, like, be...
Yeah, and that goes for anybody. Like, I imagine, like, because you checked this before, didn't you, Ruff? Yeah.
Perception, hell yeah, my biggest stat. Oh, shit, 16 with a
16?
-2.
Okay.
13.
13.
21.
21.
Same 21.
21. Yeah, everybody but Gruff, unfortunately. You do notice very quickly, they're not on their chest, they're all just behind the ear, like just under the hairline, they all have that crystal. It's no bigger than a sort of cufflink size, but just all embedded there. And you see a couple of them like scratch at it, or a couple of them like hold their head. They're like, "Oh, what's that? What's that voice? Oh, what's?" And they're sort of like looking around.
Is the voice saying anything to me?
I think like at this point, because you're still out of the room, this is the people who are in the room waking up. When you don't hear anything out here, and in fact the Durgar and the Nalanari are not mentioning anything about a voice either. But you sort of usher people outside. They're very confused. They look quite tired, and maybe like they've not eaten or drank, or they're just sort of a bit lost looking around. The two farmers, these two male farmers, like grab the young boy, and they're sort of hugging them. Clearly, they're a family together. The four woodsmen sort of are like scratching their heads, looking at each other, like. And there's almost an element there of like one of them's like, wait a minute, like you're David's grandfather. Like they're like looking at him. They're like, you went missing like 70 years ago. Like you're his great fan. Like, but they recognize them, right? And and there's like, but one of them seems to have been maybe caught maybe the last time this role was here. And he's like, they're all like fairly young. None of them are particularly old. They're all, but there's definitely like a resemblance.
Everyone just focus on my voice and let's get out of this.
Who are you?
Now, I'm Xanthius Oregon. I was wandered into this vault, and we are hoping to find a way out. But we have freed you from the stasis room.
He's a dragonborn. He's a dragonborn, but we should listen to him. Maybe he works for somebody.
Yeah.
He's a very friendly guy.
It's a giant man!
He's with us. With us. Don't worry about him.
Don't worry, he's lovely. He's a cuddle bug, really.
Oh, that one is also with us.
Yeah, there's a skeleton there.
And the skeleton too. That's with us. All of us in this room currently right now are friendly.
I think like two of the woodsmen just faint. They're just like they just pass out basically.
Hi.
You can see that like all of them look terrified.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise.
Okay.
They're all really nice.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but
Are
all
you
right.
from Colville?
The farmer not the farmer, this is one of the woodsmen you're talking to, is a little halfling woodsman. He's like, yeah, I'm from Colville, yeah. Are you?
Okay, well, the lights. Do you remember the lights?
As soon as you said, they're like, yeah, that was the last thing. I remember I went out for a piss after drinking at the pub.
Right,
And I saw a bloody light.
The lights took you after you. You can't.
That's
do
the last
that.
thing I remember.
Did everyone
is
else
the thing.
see
Why?
lights? I'm kind of
Yeah,
I'm guessing I'm a great.
basically, yeah, like the ones that you can speak to. The most coherent ones are the Nalanari and the Dwemer, the two that came out. They also seem maybe these aren't just like common folk. They've got like a bit of experience, like not quite hero PC level, but they're sort of a bit more put together than the others. And they all start, the group of farmers and the group of woodsmen are just sort of muttering to each other, like, yeah, do you see a light? I bloody saw a light, yeah. The merchant, the Nalanari, she will sort of bow her head. She's like, yes, I remember what you speak of, these lights. My companion and I, we encountered them out on the road when we were walking, and there was this bright light. I thought it was magic. I went to study it, and it took me away. But the Durgar is just like, I followed my lady. It was like she was suddenly possessed. She just kept walking, and I couldn't. There was nothing I could do to shake her out of it. I followed her into this place.
Should have tried knocking her.
You should have tried attacking me.
I would never. I would never dream of doing that.
Say that.
How could I hurt one that I love so much? But yeah, he just says, yeah, I followed her,
Quite oddly easy.
and then she came to this glade with a tree, and I was still, I was so exhausted and tired. She'd been walking for days. I was trying to feed her water whenever I could, and then she stepped up onto this tree and vanished, and we appeared in this place of crystal, and then there were these machines that took us, and they laid her on the bed, and and he touches, he's like, they did it to me too. Yes, I remember, they grabbed me. I was trying to stop them from doing it to Lady Valessa, and then they did the same thing to me. And then we heard a voice. Yes, a voice. It told us to go to stasis, and we walked in, and then I don't remember. It's like I went to sleep. It's just like I fell asleep.
Right, hello, my name is Graf.
Thank you so much, Sir Graf.
You're more than, yes. What date do you think it is?
We were traveling sometime in Stormfall, I think. About sort of previous month or the month before. It's like 2 months.
Right, all of you here. What year is it?
So most of the answer the same. Most of them are from the sort of last 2 months they've gone missing, apart from one guy who introduces himself as Christoph. I'm Christoph, and he will say, he's like, well, it is, I need to remember the actual, why do you have to ask me for specific dates, you fucking ass?
You don't have to give me
No, because I have this.
vibe. Just a vibe is great.
Grandfather, right? So
A vibe of
Yeah.
the year.
20 years before, something like
Where's
that.
my time?
That's how I get through life in general.
It's not,
I don't
it's
know
not
what
2025 for you, it's just,
it's just-
the dark age.
So here's some lore for you. So obviously, with the death of the Dragon Empress, the calendar was renamed, kind of like a BC AD thing, where the years are marked in CE. So the current year is 6 CE, but before then, it would have been IE, Imperial Edict. So he would have said. So he doesn't. This guy's like, well, it is the year of 936 of our Empress, of course.
Oh, you said Empress.
Yes, the Dragon Empress, of course.
So,
Right.
Who's going to tell him?
I'm not.
You might want to sit down for this.
yes.
What is it about?
Yeah, have some water. Have some
Thank
water.
you,
yeah,
thank you.
It's been quite a while since you've been in here.
What do you mean? Surely.
This proto-magi vault seems to disappear
Vault?
and
Oh, that
yes,
makes sense.
Yes,
Yes, of course.
seems to disappear and reappear over long periods of time.
How long? A year? 6 months?
Well, we've been in here for approximately half a day or so, and the vault seems to have been around for a couple of months. Since it reappeared, most of you have been taken in
here a
that
couple of
time.
months.
But
You've been gone for a couple of months.
This one said I was someone's grandfather. That's not possible. My boy is barely a man. It's not possible.
You've been in here rather a long time.
the last time this proto-magi vault was in or near Colville was over
20.
maths years ago.
There's 60, 70.
60, 70 years.
Yeah.
About 70 years ago.
And
And
Surely you jest, sir. It's not possible.
70 years has passed.
Been asleep a long time. Time has not moved for you.
He's like trying to like look at himself. Like, no, it's not possible.
also, the dragon.
Things have changed in Altheya.
I didn't hear you, so I don't think he heard you.
Things have changed in Elmera. Maybe while you've been in this place, things will be quite different to what you might imagine. Out of interest, how does he look at me as a gold
That's true.
dragonborn?
When was that? That was a lot longer ago. So there would definitely be
Still,
a kind
I mean,
of
it
like
should be fresher at least.
it would be fresher, but it's
Yeah.
there's a big difference between like 400 years ago and like 70 years.
Yeah, I
ago.
don't know how recent.
No,
he
he would still be like okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I just don't know how recent, like the gold dragon versus the red dragon sort of provinces might have been making
Oh,
amends.
yeah. I mean, like that would have been like 200-300 years ago. Like, there's been other events that have happened since then. Anyway, like, those of you who have like elven sort of heritage, like I know Rowan has like a little bit of elf like in his ears and stuff, right? Like that would be something he'd be like, oh. Like, because the elves would be still fairly new-ish. Like, it's only been like 100 and something years that the elves had been around at that point. So he's definitely like looking at the Nalunari. He's like, whoa, like, oh, I've never seen one of the dark elves and stuff before. But he's familiar enough. Like, it's not like it's brand new information to him. So he's just sort of like, oh, no, you must be wrong, or you jest. This is not possible.
We could
But
be
then
wrong.
the other farmers, well, at this point, the other farmers from Colville and the woodsmen are like, no, Christoph, I heard about you, your son, and then his son. Oh, he's my friend. Like, we heard about you. You went missing. People thought that the Gallowak or one of the beasts had killed you. You'd vanished one day. It was a sad time in Colville. Like, you and several others. And he's like looking at him. He's like, no. I don't know you. Like, there's this kind of. It's not an old man. He's like in his 40s, 50s, but there's confusion here. And I think the Nalunari, she kind of comes up and is like, it is all right. Perhaps now is not the time. You are here, you are alive, you are well.
Yes, we're trying to get to the bottom of what is happening in this place, but we are hopeful that we've been able to avoid security and other things in this vault that will hopefully lead us to an exit eventually.
Well, that's very kind of you, Dragonborn, but I have an important question. How do we get out of here?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We only really have one step remaining, aside from that door, which we're going nowhere near.
Don't go anywhere near that door.
That one?
The
yellow
one.
Well, not that we would know how to get out of this place anyway.
The only thing we're thinking is we're going to head upstairs, up that tube thing, that green tube, and that should be where anyone or anything that is running this place will be currently.
Do we have to worry about these?
If you...
So, and Gruff will tap a claw onto the one that's on his chest. In my experience, every now and again, this Vermillion Auxa something or other
9.
is some big bugger upstairs who's in control here. He tries to tell me to do things like go to the stasis and things like that, but I've been able to overcome it and resist it. So hopefully we'll go and sort out Vermillion Auxa thingy my bobby before they send out another command.
You get the
now-
difficult bits,
Yes.
and then it's just
You
a
know
number at
numbers.
the end.
But for now, we were thinking that we'd have all of you just sit in the entrance chamber for now, just over there, and if you see anyone stand up and start to wander off, try to stop them. They might be listening to the voice.
Right, okay.
Can we lock the door to the stasis room?
That's not a bad idea. I can do that. I do have the red orb.
I don't know if I want to be locked in there.
No,
Lock the door
Okay.
so you
can't get
fellas-
back in.
Oh, that'd be smart, yes.
Oh, I'll also lock that blue one over there as well. I think there might be some more constructs in that room too.
My lady, is there anything you can do? You said that this voice might affect our mind. Is there anything your goddess, the Lady of Night, can do? And perhaps a little, I can give us all a small boost to our willpower to see if we can help. Now that I know that it is an external influence, there is one ritual that I can cast. It would protect one of us. I would put it on you, my friend, so that you can ward us and make sure that we are protected. You should use it on yourself, my lady, not on me. And they sort of have a bit of a discussion. But yeah, like they eventually come to a chat and are sort of like they sort of take over as like the leaders. Like the common folk are just too scared and confused, and Christoph is he's kind of sat on the floor now, and some of the other woodsmen are sort of chatting to him. But these two, the Dwymera, sorry, will look at you all and be like, Theraval, at your service. I'm the warden of my lady Valessa. I'll look after him.
Spell the thing.
Yes, Theraval, Theruval, Theraval, and Valessa, Vahlessa.
Okay. Well, Theraval, are you able to fight? You might be able to assist us when we head
I can
upstairs.
fight. Yeah, I can fight a little. Yeah, but I wouldn't leave my lady. I can't leave my
I
lady.
think it probably would be best if he stays with the group and then we can go and sort things out, because I'd feel better knowing that all of these people had someone to look after them.
This ritual that would protect you from those voices, can you cast that on multiple people, or?
I only have a small amount of my divine energy left. I can cast it on one for now.
I wonder if...
But I do have some other energy I could spend to help you, I think. 3 of you at least. It would be a small boon of my lady, but it might do something to help you.
I wonder if it would be a good idea, Gruff, for you to be able to resist that Vermillion Auxa-9 when we head upstairs.
When did I last... Because you said that...
After your long rest.
It was after the long rest and I would be resistant for a while.
24 hours. Oh, no, you said time.
A time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
I suppose so. I'd actually... It's okay. I'd feel better if this fella, Theraval, was protected.
Okay.
Just means that in case something happens and I need to corral the rest of them, I can deal with that at
Yeah,
least.
good idea.
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks like that they left pretty much all of our equipment with us. They didn't take anything from me, so I should be all right.
Would it be okay if I asked you to look after this chap as well? And I'll kind of gently gesture towards Squire Pascal.
Yeah. Valessa will say, of course. You poor thing, come here, you're hurt. And
He's,
sort of like looks at his wounds and things like that.
He's a bit traumatized. You fellas, you mentioned the Galawak. He was captured by the Galawak and driven insane.
Survived?
Oh yes, we've killed the Galawak.
Oh, like these all the woods folk are like, oh my god, these guys are like here, like they're like, you did what?
Yes, well,
Yes.
we
The
did
Galawak?
take
It's
it.
real and you killed it?
I have her head. I just present it.
They're like, oh! They're like, their demeanor, like they're just in awe of the 5 of you.
So we're going to keep you safe as best as we can,
Okay.
and then we'll help. You will find a way out.
All right, yeah, we'll help this guy. We'll help this Dwymera out. We can fight a little bit. Like,
Excellent.
Have you got any like spare weapons or anything we could use just in case we need it?
There's
Theraval will like, he like looks at them like eyes them up. Like probably Theraval finds like the one he thinks looks the strongest, and he pulls out like a very slender dirk, like a wide bladed dagger. And
I've
be
got a
like,
dagger too.
yeah.
Yeah, I also...
I give that to the teenage son.
Okay. He's like,
What have you got?
the 2 farmers are like, no, sir, no. Like, they're like, I'll take it, and I'll protect the 3 of us.
Okay.
Then you see the son is just like, oh, like what do I do? But one of the dads takes it and is like, no, I'll take it and protect us.
I've got a longbow if any of you can shoot.
Yeah. And Christoph, in fact, is like, well, I did a bit of hunting in my day.
I give Christoph my longbow.
Anyone
assuming
like
the
a
arrows
dagger
go with it.
or a light hammer?
Yeah, one of them is the hammer. Yeah, I mean, I
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take the hammer.
I can
Let me
give
just dust
dagger
this
as
off.
well. I've got a dagger that I can
Yeah.
give.
So yeah,
Give him
they've
the gun.
all the ones that can fight are basically armed now at this
Yeah,
point. And you see Theraval, he actually takes out. This is so weird because you designed your collapsing halberd thing. That's actually a thing when I was writing the Dwymera, because they have all these like gizmos that they use to fight underground. That's actually one of their things that they have is collapsible like hatchets. But his is like it's like a spear that collapses down. And so he pulls this out and makes it into a short spear. And then he gets a piece of metal that rolls out from his crossbow thing. It's like a buckler built into like his crossbow thing. And so he kind of like flexes these things out and he's like, right. He kind of hunkers down.
Fascinating.
This is to a mermaid. We make it down to fight in the tunnels.
Oh, it's quite beautiful. My lad here, Percy, has got a lad. That's very gruff. Isn't it?
By the gods, is that a skeleton?
Like I said, one of our friends.
Yes, he's my very noble friend, Percy.
All right. It is all right. I do not sense any maliciousness from this being.
He can be trusted. He listens to us, and he is our.
I am very trustworthy. In fact.
See, look at him. Isn't he so trustworthy?
I am a good skeleton.
See, he's a good skeleton.
But I am a good skeleton.
You are a good skeleton.
I'm
Yes,
a
you are,
good
Percy.
skeleton.
He's a good skeleton. He is a good skeleton.
He's so polite.
It's like red eyes.
Glowing.
But yes, he has a very similar style of weapon to yours. The extending arms, good for multiple uses.
He like Theraval's like, do I marry him? Do I marry maid? I shouldn't be finding these things up there. That's our business. Suppose I. He's quite grumbly. He's like, that's proprietary technology. You should be having that. But yeah, he's sort of like, well, I'll do my best, and with Lady Velas's blessing, I might be able to hopefully keep things in check.
Yes, but that room over there is where we came in. That should be the entrance hall. That you should hopefully be safe in there. I don't believe there's anything anything new
Good.
in there.
It's a good choke point. Me and these warriors, we can hold up in there.
But we will, like I said, be heading up that green tube shortly. We would welcome any assistance you can give us before we do.
Well, I can help
Send.
three of you with the blessing of the Night Mistress. Those who are perhaps worried about their health and their safety. Those who are weaker in body, I might be able to help a little.
I'm strong in bod. Big bod.
I'm stacked and ripped, actually, so.
I'm about so-so.
And
I guess
All
we're
right. Well,
the smaller one. I don't know you.
she will clasp a medallion of a woman with 6 arms, each holding, one holds a scepter, one holds a book, one holds a mirror, one holds a key, 4 arms. She holds this kind of like amulet that she's wearing, and you begin to hear her muttering a prayer. Blessed be the shadows that conceal us. Blessed be the light of the stars that reveal only what we must. Lady of secrets, lady of love, please aid these 3. And she casts aid on the 3 of you. So you get 5, your hit point maximum goes up by 5, and your current hit points go up by 5 as well. So for 8 hours.
Who did that go to?
Gruff, Daisy, and Ophelia.
Nice.
Oh, not Sam.
No, he refused it. He's like, nope, I'm strong and cool.
I've got Constitution through the roof, baby.
5.
Yes, which I know is going to be awkward with you because you've got your armor lowering it, and now that's going to go up. But
So sorry, that was.
your hit point maximum goes up by 5, as do your current hit points.
Also, me and Trot, our characters are always fine in every combat we go into.
Exactly.
So is it like temp?
Yeah, it's the aid
on
spell.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not 10 hit points. It actually affects. So you can actually heal up. So if you lose those hit points, you can actually heal back up to it as well.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, it affects your max hit points.
Gonna put it in temp just so I can separate it in my mind.
Okay.
But then I'll remember.
Remember that you can heal up to it. Yeah, sure.
No, I fucked it.
But yeah, and you feel almost like the cold night breeze. And well, maybe also coupled with, it would almost feel like arms of silk wrapping around you in a very gentle hug. Like almost like this draped silk dress kind of enveloping you. She's a priestess of Melee specifically.
And then we healed 5 as well.
So yeah, your hit point maximum goes up by 5, and then your current hit points go up by 5 to go inside with that.
Okay.
You have had this spell cast on you before.
No, I'm just,
haven't
trying,
been a
it's
long
just
time.
working out how to do it.
In other campaigns, we have 100%
Yeah,
used
it's just
It's just a
yeah,
on
it's
the
awkward
mechanical
on that. Yeah.
on the thing.
Could be different in 2025.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, is everyone ready, prepared
Yes,
to head upstairs to Vermillion Auxa-9? You shrink down.
I fear to know what would have happened to us if you had not come to our aid. I do not know what this place intended for us or these machines, but we are very grateful that we are free.
Well, hopefully we'll be one step closer to finding out what was going to happen here, and also one step closer to leaving.
Yes, I would wish that very much.
Yes, us too. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very grateful that we're not going to be victims of whatever is at play here.
Sorry, we've not introduced ourselves to you, have we?
Well, I did, kind of.
You have?
A little bit.
Well, I'm Sister Ophelia De La Rosa of the House of Blood. It's been a long time since I've said that. How are you doing?
All right.
Good. Just reaching out a hand.
Shakes your hand.
Lovely, thank you. Haven't done that in so long.
Ophelia, just as a quick reminder, and I was almost going to point at my watch, but we don't have watches.
I know,
Time
I want to
is,
do introductions. You know, don't know how long
it
we
is
could be
time
here
is-
for eternity.
Time is against us.
Okay, we'll go.
While everyone's doing this, I would probably have a quiet word with Lady Valessa and basically just like update her about Squire Pascal and say like, you know, if for some reason we could, you know, find Dame Cassandra in Ashen's Rest, that kind of thing, and explain, you know, he's got a curse, like, you know, blah blah blah. He seems to like this kind of food. Make sure he has what, and like, you know, just.
Treating him like a pet.
No,
but
bad
yes,
person. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's very reluctant to let him
Yeah.
leave him behind.
She will look at you with these starry eyes, and there's this intense sort of like strong, quiet. This is like a figure of the night come alive, almost looking at you, and with very solemn eyes. I promise you that we will make sure he gets back to Ashen Rest, and that we look after him.
Thank you.
It's the least we can do for your aid.
Oh, thank you, my lady. I hope that we all make it out here together, but you know.
Mele's blessing be upon you. I think that we will. I do not think that she would want one who cares for others so much to be lost in this place. And also, if you to bear out secrets of whatever this place is, she would want us to deliver those secrets to the world and to her. She is not one for leaving behind lost knowledge. So I think that we will. I have faith.
Thank you very much, my lady.
She would just nod. Yeah, leaving you guys. You see them basically. Theraval is like a military commander. He's like, you, with me. We're gonna block up this area here. I'm the foreguard. You with the bow. Old man, get behind us. And basically he's creating a bottleneck. So if anything does attack him, or like anything comes in from this way, he's gonna be able to fight in this tight place and hold it as best he can.
You five, with me.
Shut up, Xanthus.
Oh, come on, please. Just
No.
we're going to go into this.
No.
We're going upstairs. We're going upstairs. That's
I like
happening.
being told
That's
to do
final.
something.
We're going into the lift.
Gruff's already standing by the lift.
All right, remember how we do this? We all hold hands and we fall in at the same time. That was kind of how we did it, right?
Don't you have to?
No, you have to hold the orb. And
What orbs you got?
Oh, that's a good question. I have,
You have none of them.
a red, and I think I had...
You have none of them.
I have a red.
Daisy has all of them.
This is a really critical bit of role play. Can I have the orb?
You sarcastic little prick.
no, I don't think you.
Well, in that case, you need to make a green orb over there.
I
You
give him
know
the
how.
orb.
Thank you.
I don't want to change the orb. The orb's
Good.
annoying.
I'm going to close. I have a purple one, so I'm going to close the purple door to the
Oh,
stasis.
can I before
You have
we
black, red, and
before,
purple then.
before we close the door? Can I take the black orb out of the place?
Good.
You have the black
That's
orb.
my shit
now.
right there. Thank you so much. All right.
I should have left it. I should have just left him with it.
Oh, actually, this is very important as well. Can I have all the keystones too? 1, thank you. Oh, 2, thank you. Oh, a third one, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go to the console.
Yes.
Because I also want to make a blue. So I'm going to put the purple one in.
Drains of color becomes clear.
Hell yeah. Blue keystone.
Fills the glass sphere with blue color.
Orb out, keystone out.
Okay.
I have a blue orb. I want to close that blue door over there to the
You
sort of
hold it up
medicine
to
room.
the air, and the blue wall of sort of almost block crystal, like clear glass, forms in place.
Nice. That might keep them safe from the things that we know are in that room, provided they're still in there. Now I need to make a green, so I go back. I put the blue in and the yellow in.
You put the blue in, drains of color.
Blue keystone.
Yep. You put the blue keystone in. As soon as it's in, it drains of color.
Not the orb.
The keystone.
Oh, the keystone. My blue keystone in,
Keystone, yellow keystone,
yellow keystone.
blue orb.
Oh, turns black.
because there's multiple colors in there. Keystone, keystone out. Orb still in.
Drains of color.
Blue, keystone, yellow,
Turns
keystone.
blue, yellow adds the yellow, turns green.
Orb out, keystone's out.
You now have red, green, blue.
Yeah.
No, you just use the blue ones.
I
So you
just
have
used
red,
red, green,
green, purple.
Purple. Can we have an entire episode that is just that?
You're getting that now, Tom. Don't push your luck.
Okay.
So just keep a note of what colours you have.
Sorry, I realised I was rushing everyone because, the time limit. For Trot's benefit, we have 8 hours.
Until the vault disappears.
Yeah,
You do know this, but
and he was like, 8 hours until we leave this plane.
approximately 8 hours before this vault leaves.
From
Altheya.
here on.
From this plane.
From this plane of existence.
From 8 hours from now.
From
From previous
no, 8 hours from about 7 hours ago.
It's not been 7 hours.
Maybe been about an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe about an hour.
There's like
We got
6, 7
7
hours, yeah.
hours.
Well, approximately.
Approximately.
Okay, everyone, we know how this works. We know how this lift works. We all just hold hands, fall into it, and then I'll take everyone up to the top floor. But we don't know what's up there. Vermillion Auxa-9, there's a fly in my face. How do flies get in the vault? They must have
They're
manifested this from
experiments
some
that
kind of
used to be
creature.
humans.
Well, they're from the family.
Oh, good. Someone seeped in. That might be the dog as well. Anyway, so we're just going to fall into this
neighbour.
lift. The neighbour, yeah. Adley, hi, neighborino.
Oh, that was so annoying. That's the ultimate annoyance. Hello, friend. He's back.
Is everyone ready to jump in?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Percy, yes, go. Okay, we're ready.
On 0. 3, 2, 1, 0.
You all ascend using the green keystone, the green sphere. You make your way to the top floor. There is no more further cylinder, so there is just a roof to this part of the building, the prism, I should say. As you reach it, you again have to sort of awkwardly sort of shuffle or push each other to get enough momentum to come out of the cylinder. And you find this to be the same layout, polyhedral layout, but there are no corridors splitting off except one which leads north, almost directly above the entrance tunnel that you'd come in on. This corridor is blocked by a wall of shifting colors. It goes green, orange, purple, sort of rotating between the 3 colors. And you can see that it has a smaller version of the pedestal that you've been using to change the colors of the spheres, built into the sort of smoky quartz crystal wall, which has room for 3 orbs placed before it.
You're fucking welcome.
So it's blue, orange, and what? Sorry, the thing is shifting
Purple.
between
Green, orange, purple.
green, orange, purple.
You have purple, green, and red.
And is there?
There is not a device for changing the color of them up here.
I think I need to make an orange orb real quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go downstairs. Do you guys want to just hang out up here for a bit?
Yeah, well, we could wait. That's fine.
There is nothing else up here yet. There's no corridors, no split offs or anything
We'll
like
have
that.
a scout around.
Residue.
Just have a quick look. If you hear any noises, just call down the tube and I'll bring you down safely.
Can we see through this swirling wall?
No. Like the others, you can't
okay.
see beyond it.
Okay.
What happens if you just put one of the orbs in there?
I could give it a go.
Like the green one or something?
The green, yeah. I could. Maybe I'll
No,
keep
maybe
the
I'm
green
not-
for now, just in
yeah.
case. I'll put the purple in.
Okay.
Purple.
You place the purple in, it seems to settle in place, and the purple color fades from the door, leaving just green and orange.
Okay.
Right, okay, so...
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna.
Do you want me to come with you?
You can if you want. If everyone can come
But
with
do
me.
you
if-
want me to come with you?
I'm not gonna say no.
Just quick.
I'll come with you.
Quick. Time.
All right. Okay. Anyone? Just
Well,
fall
we'll
into
go.
this.
Let's all
We'll
go.
all go at the same time. All right.
No,
3,
no,
2,
no.
1, 0.
You descend down to the middle platform. There's a confused look from Theraval and the others. as you
Hey.
come back down.
Sorry. There's a. We just need another orb. We
do
we
that.
change colors on this thing. You see.
Okay.
You can watch it happen if you want. It's very exciting.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna put the
Daisy's in the background going, it's not.
yellow keystone in.
Yes.
Red orb.
That would do the same thing, yeah. So the yellow feeds into the red orb, turning it orange.
Orb out. Keystone out.
Perfect.
There you go. There's the orange.
All right, back up again.
Yes.
Up we go, yes.
All right, everyone.
Back in a minute, bye-bye.
Make your way back
3,
up
2,
to the
1, 0.
door. Yeah. You make your way back up to the door. There are still 2 spheres and 2 colours.
We're ready?
Ready?
This will open the door, I think. So just be prepared
Get
for
on
what
with
might come.
it.
I'm just saying, be ready. Battle stations or whatever. That's what people say in the military.
Put it-
Orb in. Orange orb in.
Orange fades from the wall.
And is everyone definitely ready?
I swear.
Just do it.
Green orb in.
The green fades, now leaving the corridor open and empty. Leading, the corridor seems to extend for a good sort of 40 feet, and then does seem to open up. And you can see kind of pulsing lights coming from that area, but it seems to open up into a fairly large chamber beyond that you are unable to see too much detail in from where you currently are.
That's not ominous.
Okay.
That looks fine
Does it get
to
dark,
me.
you say?
It doesn't get dark, but there's a haziness to it.
If I sing about it, it makes it better.
It's fine if I sing a song. It doesn't seem quite as scary. Everybody sing along. It's fine. We're gonna be okay.
Right, I'm going to take the lead and start walking in.
Well, is
to
it
get me away from
is
this.
it worth asking Vermillion Auxa-9?
What?
I don't know.
Where's Big Priz?
I don't want to talk to that thing anymore. It's scary.
Wow. I'm going to start walking.
Okay, Gruff starts leading the way. So Gruff, you are at the front of the column. What's the marching order here?
I'll follow behind since I just
Yeah.
opened the door.
Okay.
I'll go.
So Gruff,
the space
Xanthias,
for, like, 2
Daisy.
wide, or-
Yeah, it's about 10 feet wide. Yeah, you
Okay.
can like Gruff and
I'm gonna hold
Xanthias.
my hand.
Yeah, I'll go behind Daisy.
Okay.
I came to do Gruff, can I?
I'll take the rear watch.
With you and Percy basically at the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll be constantly looking behind us just in case.
Sure. As you walk about halfway down the corridor, this time you sense that it's not the door that fills the space, but the corridor itself seems to taper. The actual smoky crystal quartz draws itself into a point behind you.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops.
As you step out, you emerge into a large square chamber that goes up and up and up. There does not seem to be a roof to this place that you can see. And in fact, looking out to the sides, there is almost a sort of expansive nothingness. The chamber is made of the same grey, smoky quartz that you've encountered elsewhere in the prison. It's about 60 by 60 feet with 2 raised walkways on either side. At the far wall directly opposite you is a large cylindrical tower about 30 feet high, atop which is a opalescent circular desk in which a robed figure sits. As you take this moment in, you can see that on either side of the 2 walkways are shimmering doorways, portals. And looking up, you almost feel like shadows falling over you as there seems to be 2 floating huge square platforms directly above you with columns and things going on. You're unable to see through the smoky quartz of the floors of these platforms, but you can tell that there is something above you. As you enter, the robed figure turns, and you would see too many red-skinned legs, almost reaching like hands on a great console, touching colored glyphs and stones inscribed into the circular desk. The creature's body is unlike anything you've really seen before. You're not sure if it's a construct or if it's living material, but it has this clear quartz crystal, much like the construction of the prism itself, growing out of its body. Its head is hidden beneath an enormous, tall, robed, like pointed robe, but you can see that same sort of red skin and a bizarrely uneven amount of crystalline eyes, but they're just like raw rocks, but almost placed around a face like they are eyes, and more of these crystal growths protruding from the robe's shoulders. In one elongated clawed hand, it wields a staff topped with a prismatic stone, shaped very much like a light prism would be. multifaceted. As it looks down, it sort of peers over this console of this 30-foot tower down. State your presence and business. You have intruded upon the prism. State your nature. Speak!
We are looking for the exit.
How crude. I thought you sought something greater.
Actually, hello. My name is Graf.
Identified. Project. You have been embedded. Subject. You should not be out of stasis.
Well, I am because I have a burning question for you.
State your question.
If you can see my friend's chest here, if you've probably got a scanner or something like that, I'm looking if a corrupted metal can be extracted from him without harming the subject.
Step forth.
Okay.
Creature.
All right. Yes. How forth?
You can see that there's a large square platform. You're still kind of at the far end where the corridor leads in.
Yeah.
You sort of walk into the center of it as the whole room flashes a series of colored lights. Curious. We have not encountered this mineral before. Great magical essence within. This will be of great interest to the Ascended One. Then
what?
you see, when you speak, Rowan, this creature kind of...
Oh.
You are a subject of another Ascended One. Your presence here is difficult.
I'm sorry about that. What would you...
You may cause conflict between the Ascended Ones. If they were to learn that you are here, that would be problematic.
Well...
You will be permitted to leave. You are property of another Ascended One. You should leave
Property?
immediately.
I would like to leave with all my friends and all the people...
Negative, denied. They are property, subjects. Value.
Whoa. Hold on a second. No one is anyone's property.
You are subjects, inferior life forms. You belong to the Ascended One, to be used for the greatest of their
We are
experiments.
not your subjects.
Inferior? How dare you?
Inferior life forms. You will remain calm.
I will not remain calm. I am not an inferior life form.
Ignorant. Weak.
Ignorant and we could.
Right, sorry. I didn't want to interrupt. Just kind of, Gruff's trying to make kind of gestures to everyone, like, chest, focus on chest. Just...
Curious. This one possesses planar essence.
Hello.
Interesting. Potential subject value greatly.
No
Value.
No value
Right,
here.
can we go
This
back
one
to...
is possessed
inferior.
of undead essence. Greylands detected.
It's quite
value
good.
considered high.
Well,
I want to have no value. I want to leave. I don't want the value.
Everyone here is high value.
value.
Everyone here is high value.
Incorrect.
Oh, that's really nice.
if you can
Incorrect.
extract the metal in
The animal
our friend's
hybrid
chest
is of
here...
low value.
Oh.
Oh!
That's okay.
Dare you?
I kind of knew that anyway. You've all got something special going on, and I'm just a lion.
No.
No, you are becoming a knight, Gruff. You are
really
very
special to us.
No, but you all have special powers.
This-
and I-
To answer your previous query, this mineral extraction is possible.
With the subject being unarmed.
Unharmed. Low risk of
Alive.
death. Zero risk of death, in fact.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Oh, cool. Yeah, great. That's fun.
I
I thought that you were super good at these
ascended.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Talk about superior.
This guy, the best of us,
That
huh?
sounds pretty inferior to me.
Here I thought you'd be able to solve it, but
Extraction possible. There is no need to render this life form alive.
no, there's a lot of need. There's a lot of need.
waste.
It's not that they can't do it, it's that they don't
They
value
won't.
it
Keeping the
enough.
subject alive would be a waste of time and resources.
He has great diplomatic ties to our current plane of existence, and to harm him.
Irrelevant. This is of no consequence to the Ascended One.
Oh, I've tried everything I can.
Surely it's.
I think,
I'm out of ideas. I've tried nothing and I'm out of ideas.
worthless.
Wait, he is bad. He has no worth.
Would it not be valuable?
About this for a second.
Would it?
Die.
Actually, yeah. Shall we just? If we give him you this, shall we go?
Don't you say anything.
Right.
You are worthless.
Would it? Do you know what? Fucking have him. Fucking have him. I'm out.
I want to make it clear, Mark values Gruff very much. Orcs of Vermillion 9, in the mindset of the Proto-Magi, Gruff has very little value to offer them. But Gruff is very valuable.
No, I absolutely get it, and it's true what I just said. That Gruff, you guys all have something cool and special, and Gruff's just Gruff. Like,
They
you
have
know.
things of interest to the Proto-Magi.
Yeah.
But yes, it
No,
will.
This subject here, wouldn't it be interesting though to keep him alive so you have data on how the mineral affects a living subject?
Data can be collected currently. The mineral is of far greater value and importance.
Well,
And a process could be attempted, but we would make very little interest in keeping the subject alive.
this alternative process would keep me alive and extract the crown steel.
It would involve disabling. From my estimations, your internal magic is protecting the mineral. This would need to be disabled. The most efficient manner of doing so is to kill the subject. Another matter would be to use powerful anti-magic to disable temporarily. However, in the extraction process, death is very likely.
But it's not the certainty. And we would
Affirmative.
like to see your very fantastic methods and magical things, because that sounds very impressive.
This facility has become inadequate. There are damages. Obtaining the mineral will be of great importance to the Ascended One. It may alleviate the damages this facility has suffered in this predicament. We will extract the mineral, but we make no promises of survival. Chance of death, easily 90%.
90%. Pretty high. 90%.
That's quite high.
That's pretty high.
Is there anything we could do to lower those chances using our magical abilities, or are they too inferior?
You are inferior.
Yes, that's okay.
Maybe my Ascended One can help you, Xanthius. Don't worry about this one.
True, maybe his is better.
Yes, with this precious
Give me,
material-
Rowan, first roll, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
I've heard he's really
Who's that last
powerful.
fate right there?
Sure.
We have no
I'll make a point.
faith.
I never promise that the result of this is a positive. This might be
Oh, no,
negative
yeah.
if you roll high.
It's 14 without fate.
Add that d6.
20. With fate.
The property of the other Ascended One raises a valued point. Subject cannot be allowed to leave this facility alive. We cannot risk another Ascended One obtaining this mineral.
That didn't go so good.
Right, so either you attempt...
You have to keep him alive and take the mineral. Clearly.
Alternative, we render subjects
No.
incapacitated. Take mineral. This seems to be most efficient solution. You watch as around Vermillion Auxa-9, a shimmering green barrier seems to erect, and two creatures are seemingly materialized from nothing. One appears to be a hulking, 10-foot-tall figure with long clawed hands, its body and back covered in biting mouths.
Of course it is.
Oh, yes!
What is it with you in the mouths?
The second creature almost has a shifting cameline-like skin pattern, a clawed panther-like beast, but at the end of its tail is a blinking eyeball.
It's always eyeballs and mouths.
As these two creatures appear, you will surrender the mineral to Vermillion Auxa-9.
We will do no such thing. We will do no such
With
thing.
that, we are going to roll initiative. But we'll do that after the break.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Oh.
As Vermillion Auxa-9, with far too many interesting subjects to risk you all leaving.
Excuse me, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the two of you can leave.
We're out of here.
High five.
The two of you,
Rowan.
the two of you could easily leave.
Great.
The
carry
other
on.
three, however, are very
Value
much
high.
value high. To me, but that is going to be it for part one. When we return, you will be battling Vermillion Auxa-9.
And the crazy creatures.
And it's
those other two, yeah.
Give us the thing with the mouths and the thing with the eye, but I don't get a T-Rex with shark arms.
They were in the arena room,
You never went in
which
the
we
arena.
never went into.
With that, we will see you in part two, everybody. See you in 5 minutes.
See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to part two. Our heroes have freed various prisoners from the stasis chamber in the prism and then made their way upstairs to the administration level, where they have come face to face with Vermillion 9, or Vermillion Auxa-9, whichever way you want to pronounce it. They have entered into the administration chamber, and after a little discussion and conversation about opportunities, there is the potential to remove the crown steel from Xanthias, but at high risk of killing him in the process. And when it was pointed out that perhaps he could go elsewhere to a different proto-magi, another ascended one, it was made on the point that, well, that simply can't happen. And sensing high-value subjects present, Vermillion Auxa-9 has elected to try and incapacitate our heroes and do goodness knows what with them.
High value subjects and gruff.
And Gruff, yes. Yeah, that's true. And Percy. Percy's kind of low interest as well.
Rowan can go too.
Yeah, well, Rowan's
but
of
he's still
interest,
high
but
value.
it's more like,
Conflict of interest.
ew,
Claimed by another.
I don't want to cause any problems.
Yeah.
You need to go. Like,
You're hitched.
but we bring ourselves. The last thing that happened is two creatures had been teleported into this space. A hideous creature with mouths all over its body, a sort of panther-like creature with an eyeball on its tail, and then Vermillion Auxa-9 conjures a green barrier around himself. As he does, you would notice 3 sparks of colored energy fly off of the barrier and do seem to appear flying into different directions.
Okay.
Perfect. One appears. I'll put it up here, actually. And then the other two, you don't know. But you see a red spark of energy appears on one of the gantryways near the creature with too many mouths. This little orb here on the minimap. It seems to just hover in place, flickering, as the green barrier sort of surrounds Vermillion Auxa-9, as we are rolling initiative, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
We also
GLHF, everybody.
GLHF. We also have no fate, by the way. There's exactly 0 fate.
You too?
Yeah.
Daisy.
5.
A 5 for Daisy.
rolled a
Oh,
1.
low. Xanthias.
I got 11.
11 for Xanthias.
Yeah.
Gruff.
13.
13 for Gruff. Rowan.
20.
Rowan, 20. Ophelia.
Natural
Another
20,
one.
23.
23. Another one. And Percival.
Percy got a 16.
16. Okay. With that in mind, yes, indeed, Vermillion Auxa-9 is not willing to talk this one out and is far too, perhaps it is the avarice of the crown steel or something else has made sure that, he wants to keep you all as subjects here.
Yeah, I'm like, off limits, not taking it. We don't want this anymore. Let's
With
go.
that, Ophelia, you are the first to act. Now, I will make it clear, like, while you have a think about what to do, lot of mechanics in this fight, as always. Bonus action if you want to like make checks and ask me like figure out stuff out, or you can just make guesses. It's totally up to you as well. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put Vermillion's shield on.
Oh, he's shaved.
Oh, he's in a box.
It's like a green prism of energy around him.
you need a little shield, do you?
I think Ophelia will use my speed to my advantage in this occasion. I think I'll run up the steps, go to the red orb, and investigate the red orb.
Okay, so you're going to move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to here. Yeah, it is a free action to touch. Like, do you want to touch it? Are you examining it? What would you like to do?
Ophelia would like, give it a little touch, give it a little poke, see what it does.
When you reach out your hand, the red energy seems to kind of connect, and you feel this sort of fiery power build within you, Ophelia. You now have the psionic spark red, which you can use to channel into an attack.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, cool. Okay, so then Ophelia, I guess she'll then move towards this creature with them too many mouths in front of her.
Okay.
With her remaining movement, and I will take a swing at him. See how it goes. See how he feels about it.
Okay, so kind of lurking on the edge. He is tall enough. This walkway is about 10 feet off the ground, so you are able to lean down and strike at this creature.
Alrighty. I know what this psionic energy does.
This is EX9001,
EX9.
aka Many Mouths.
Oh,
Many mouths.
That is an E. Do I still have your
Bardic Inspiration. I think you would, yeah. It lasts about 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you think so.
Sure.
If you think it's been that time.
Sure.
Remind me what it does again?
So
It's
you
a
can
D8.
roll a d8, and you can add that to
Attack roll,
attack
ability
roll,
check,
ability, or saving. And then
Sick.
there's a little bit of extra depending on what you do with it.
All right, I will use it on my. I'll use it on my attack roll then, and I will give myself another 6. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to hit.
17 to hit Many Mouths is a hit.
Also a con save, please.
Constitution saving throw.
14 to
Very
beat.
well. 14 to beat. Unfortunately, that's a 20 for me.
All right, yeah.
Total.
So 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on the first hit.
music's going off.
Sorry, this is Many Mouths. What? How much damage?
8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage. Fantastic.
Then I'll strike again. That's much better. 18, 24 to hit.
That hits.
Sick. And then I'll use a blood point from my previous encounter.
Wonderful.
Add a d6. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, just the 10.
10 more
damage.
points.
Yeah.
All right, and you got your Vex for your next attack
Yeah.
because you struck with those. So next time you attack this creature, you will have advantage.
Sick.
So yeah, Ophelia, you rush up and Veracity with all your fencing skills. You kind of cut into this creature. It sort of lumbers back. No.
Which mouth says
Which
that?
mouth?
All of them.
Okay.
Goody, good.
Well, at least they're
This one here.
No.
So I've done my check bonus.
at least they're all in agreement.
If I don't,
You have 20 more feet of movement.
do I provoke opportunity if I move back?
If you move out of its reach, yes.
Okay, cool. Then I will stay within its reach for now.
Okay. Alrighty. All done?
All done. Thank you.
All right, Rowan is then up next. After Rowan, it will be... Oh, my dearest apologies. Actually, before Ophelia went, one of the creatures should have gone. So I'm just going to drop that to a
Austin
22
21. Oh,
so that it can go now.
Okay, cool.
okay.
Which?
It should have gone first. The eye creature,
Gross.
which is EX4589, aka Eye Dog.
Eye dog.
Oh, I love that. I love eye dogs.
See,
This is your dog.
let's-
This is my dog.
See how much you love them in a minute. So the first thing you notice about this creature is as it begins to move, its form seems to shimmer, and there's almost like 2 or 3 of this creature occupying the same space. It kind of shimmers and distorts, displaces itself, one might say, as it is going to run up to Xanthius,
Who is currently at the front? Yeah.
who's at the front, and it is going to rend you with a bite.
Try me, coward.
That is only an 11 to hit.
Nah.
Nah.
Brat.
So you managed to like dodge to the side, and then it will shoot a random eye ray at Rowan. Let's see what eye ray. it's gonna
Random eye ray.
be. Can you make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please,
Yes.
Rowan?
Natural 1. Yeah.
Perfect. So a failure.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of psychic damage. You cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn. On your next turn, you can't move, and you must use an action to make a melee attack or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range, which is currently only really Gruff as a melee attack, unless you have a ranged attack. So you are basically confused as this confusion ray strikes you. Suddenly, like, Gruff and all the creatures you can see, all of them look like the family and these hideous amalgamations. You're not sure what is real anymore. You don't know where you
So
are.
for all intents and purposes, I've lost control.
For your
Left
action,
side.
yeah. So your next action that you make has to be a melee or ranged attack against a random target. You can't move. You can still use bonus actions, but you just can't take reactions. So
Okay.
I'll remind you of it on your turn, which I believe is now.
Hello.
Hello.
My turn.
So do you have like a range? Because you've got like vicious mockery and stuff, don't you?
Yes, I could do, for example, Starry Wisp.
Sure. Well, in that case, like basically treat any creatures within range as hostile, and we'll randomize whichever one you attack.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in range.
Yeah.
What is
We
the
could
range
say
on it?
8.
Actually, it has to be a ranged attack roll. So this is like it would need to be like something that requires you to make a roll, basically. So I don't know if Starry Wisp does or.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, great. So
Range
yeah, it
spell
can.
attack.
What is
So
the range
what-
on it?
Yeah.
It's
60 foot.
60, yeah.
Yeah.
So does
Although
that
what I
mean-
would say is, if not to influence you too much, but obviously if you were to make a range attack, you would be at disadvantage because you think Gruff is currently like a potential enemy, right? So like that would impose disadvantage on your roll.
So I would rather melee attack Gruffith then.
Imagine that Gruffith has just turned into like a horrific amalgamation and looks like he's about to attack you. You don't know what's going on. What would Rowan do?
Imposter! And I would attack.
Okay, yeah, make a basic attack.
You were
I'm
being
hissing.
pretty sus.
It's only a 2, so that's not going to hit for sure.
Right.
Plus 4. No, plus. Yeah, plus 1.
So you swing wildly, and Gruff, you duck under Rowan's blows. Rowan, just in a panic, kind of turns to swing at you. As soon as the sword sort of passes, and you miss, you blink and you can see Gruff again, but then all these colors and look, the world is twisting around you, so you're still affected, but your attack is done. You can do whatever else you want on your turn.
Don't trust anybody.
Rowan, you silly bugger!
Oh, you're okay now? All right.
So you've still got bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Bonus action, I'm going to Bardic Inspire Gruffith.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Don't let that happen to you again, okay?
He gives, he takes away.
At least he missed.
So you get a D8 now to use on attack saves and
Dankeschön.
stuff.
All right, Percival is actually up next.
Percy! Okay. Let's see. I'll have Percy. I'll have Percy go to Ophelia. How about that? Off he goes.
Up the stairs towards
Up
you.
the stairs towards Ophelia.
He
Got 30
protects.
feet of movement.
20, 25, 30. He can get behind you. Then he won't be. Oh, actually, with his halberd, he can attack.
Yeah, I'll get him to do that.
Okay, so he doesn't have his shield, so his AC is lower, but he's in halberd mode.
Halberd mode. 16 to hit.
16 does hit many mouths.
God amongst men.
Your face!
You were so
saw the roll and
convinced.
went, he's not hit. And then he went,
Reach the D10. Full damage, 13 damage. It's
8
about
points of
God.
damage.
My man.
Yeah, this
best
over
of
your
us.
head, Ophelia, like trained like a lance snake, just kind of plunges the halberd in as you're fighting many mouths. This creature like, go away.
Just ignore it, Percy. Just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine.
Anything else for
Put it
Percy?
out of his misery.
I think that's Percy's job for now. Yeah,
Okay.
he's good. He's a good boy.
Vermillion 9. Vermillion Auxa-9. I keep putting it.
Or Vermillion Auxa something or other.
So a few things are going to happen here. You can see behind this kind of, it's semi-opaque. You can see Vermillion Auxa-9 sort of is playing doing something to this console, and we'll just look and say, EX9001, deal with these interlopers. And will use his bonus action and spend 1 fate.
Thank you.
Gain a fate point back. To use rapid enhancement as you watch the air around Many Mouths almost become like diamond and sort of glass around him, as like it has this scintillating prismatic aura as he will surround him with some sort of shield. That is a bonus action. As his main action, he is going to look down to you, Xanthius, raise his staff, and through the shield, some sort of beam attack is going to try and strike you.
I've just like battered away this displacer dog.
That is going to be
Idol.
21 to hit.
Excuse?
A 21 to hit. I did roll very high.
It was unshieldable 21. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, I think it's going to be stinky damage though. 9, 15. That is going to be 19 psychic damage.
That was stinky damage.
It's pretty bad.
But also, as this beam strikes you, the world in your vision almost like ripples and distorts like broken glass. You can now only see yourself and Auxa-9. You cannot see any other creature.
Oh, damn.
Like they become invisible to you.
Like I'm in a different plane.
Yeah, maybe. Or you.
So
just
even
can't
the
see
dog.
It's like the
dog
it's
is
like
just
the air around it warps and you can no longer see that thing. Like everything except you and Auxa-9 vanishes.
Can I still see his shield?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see the environment totally fine.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Yeah, you can see the environment. You just can't see other creatures. And then, for instead of its second attack, it is going to use Twisted Reflection. And out of the 3 of you at the back, I'm going to roll a d6 to randomize this. 1, 2, Rowan. 3, 4, Gruff. 5, 6, Daisy. Rowan, you watch as. I'll place them, in fact, right in front of you. You watch, all of you, see the light bend and twist as almost like 2D, sort of like a piece of glass come to life version of Rowan, sort of breaks free, and it becomes 3D and real and becomes a perfect duplicate of Rowan.
Dark Link.
Hello?
What? Who are you? You're me!
I'm me. You're not me, are you?
That's an imposter!
Oh no.
Perfect.
And then it's this imposter's like, it's an imposter, and he's gonna swing at you. For a 16 to hit.
Oh, that won't hit.
It won't hit, so you
No,
can
I've got 17.
parry it. The 2 of your blades kind of clashing against each other.
Rowan, stop it.
No, you stop it, you're not real!
Where'd you come from? What is this?
I'm from the Azar Steppe, I'm real!
Gruff, I was totally the real one, right? You saw me first.
I don't actually.
Gruff, your turn.
Right. I am going to ignore Rowan. Sorry. Because a poor boyo is about to get munched. I will run forward towards Xanthius.
Okay.
As I do, the Armor of Oak and Thorns activates and starts
Bonus action.
spreading thorns and bark up my body. And also, so I'd like to position myself, I guess, in terms of the map, I'm now next to Xanthius and the eye dog. And the mirror Rowan and regular Rowan are behind me, as well as Daisy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up my shield. This is probably a bit more kind of for flavor than actual mechanics, but as I bring up the shield and kind of set it down in front of myself and Xanthius, it actually erupts in a vibrant blue flame as I cast Fire Shield.
Oh,
Okay.
And basically it wispy flames wreath my body for the duration, shedding bright light and dim light. And I have chosen cold damage. So basically it's gonna, burn so bright it burns cold.
And you gain resistance to...
Resistance to fire damage.
yeah.
And then when a
You
creature
get
attacks
attacked.
me,
Yeah, you
stuff
deal cold
happens.
damage back.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Love that.
I'm not even looking in your direction.
Great.
Like, I'm just, like, looking at Vermillion Auxa-9. Even the eye dog is just gone to me, so I'm not...
And that is why the boyo needs protecting.
I'm not... Yeah, I don't even say
Fantastic.
thanks or anything. Never would anyway.
You never do.
End of turn, Gruff.
You never do. Yes, end of my turn.
Xanthius is up.
The orb surrounding this guy,
Green shielded prism.
is it like a circular thing? Like, is there space? Is there... Or is it like a... Almost like an exosuit thing?
No, it's like around his desk or around its desk. It's like and it's not round, it's like jagged prism, sort of crystalline shape.
Oh, I can see into it.
You can see him, yeah?
Cool. Can I Misty Step into it?
You can try.
Fuck's sake.
Because I'm going to.
Okay.
Because I can't see anyone else.
no.
I want to get close to this guy. I want to get through the shield.
Oh my
And the best way to get
Okay.
through the shield is to Misty Step into it.
I'm in the shield.
10,
I am
15,
shield.
20, 25, 30, yeah. So that's what you do. Bonus action.
Bonus action, Misty Step.
That is a power move.
You feel yourself impact something before you arrive past through the shield. The shield blocks teleportation and planar travel.
Oh, does it?
You immediately need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, that's not the word. Yeah, like I completely disregard the shield you've placed down as well. That is a 16.
16. You take half damage. You take 7 poison damage, and you are not poisoned the condition as you feel like some sort of magical energy enter your body as you try and pass through this thing. You immediately get the sense that if you had attacked it or even shot a spell at the shield, you likely would have had the same, like it would have lashed back at you with the same magic.
Oh, so
you then immediately fall 30
Well,
feet.
yeah.
Which is, I'll let you make an acrobatics check.
Did you
to see
say
if you
I
can-
have the poison
Do I have
state?
reactions?
You don't, no,
I
you
don't.
saved.
Do I have reactions back?
No, it'd be the end of your next turn, unfortunately, because you can't feather fall. Can you give me an acrobatics check to see if you can reduce this damage from the fall?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
That would be, so,
Whoa.
You grabbed
Look at the
it.
size of that acrobatic. 18.
18. Yeah, I'd say you take only 2 points of fall damage. I actually rolled really low on
I
the fall
managed
damage
to
there.
get out
So
of
maybe
this.
it's like you dig. If you'll allow me, I think it's really cool. The crown sort of hand goes into like the stone, and you manage to slow yourself
slide
down.
my way down.
That's cool, yeah.
It does save me from like a bird flying into
Yeah.
a glass door.
Yeah, you're like,
It's just like an imprint.
all of you see there is some sort of like you see Xanthius vanishes and then there is a spark of green magic and you see almost like green lightning shoot off and then Xanthius reappears and falls down.
Where did he go?
And Xanthius, because you have impacted with the shield, I will tell you now, you get the sense that the magic of that shield, that is a proto-magi spell of 10th level. It blocks damage, it blocks spells, it blocks teleportation.
Fab.
It is
And it's something he's cast.
it is something that has been cast around him.
Cool.
With my action, I obviously.
So it's your bonus action.
Because again, I can't see anyone else.
Can't see anything else.
I would like to use an action to try to figure out, I guess, the origin of this shield in that case.
Give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rather than trying to figure out the specifics of the origin, I'll just give you information about
15.
it. 15. Enough.
Okay.
You remember the 3 sparks that flew off the shield when he created it.
Yes.
And you're pretty sure you saw a red, a yellow, and a blue
I
one.
would have seen Ophelia
Pick up a red,
take one.
like
as
some
well.
sort of red energy.
Yeah.
You have a feeling that the origin of this protective layer is something to do with the prism and the very vault you're in, and is likely some sort of powerful proto-magi thing. The only thing that's probably going to take it down is itself, and it's something to do with those sparks of energy that you saw.
When the other two,
They went up.
they just went up. But I don't know how to up. I know there are these 2 portals
How to
on either
up?
side, but like,
I mean, there's also, like, if you had the ability to fly, like, you can fly up there. I will tell you that they are approximately, let me check my distances. The first platform, which is this one, is 60 feet above you. The other one looks about 100 feet above you from the main floor. So there's a 40 feet difference between the two. First one, 60 feet up. The next one, 100 feet up.
in that case, I would just shout up to him, "Bring my friends back to me!"
No. Request denied.
Okay, and
Enjoy examining this metal that you carry, this mineral. It seems to have enhanced your power, but not enough.
Ooh, don't. He's gonna. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's
You've got some
mad.
movement left, Tom, if you'd like.
Punch him.
Daisy, you're up next.
The thing is, I can see the portals, but I don't. I can see on the mini map they go in different places, but I don't want to run through a portal in case they just go to the barracks where 20 million people are waiting for us on either side. So I'm not going to use my movement.
Okay.
I think
So
my
you're
only
gonna remain where you
thinking
are?
is to go up.
Okay. All right.
Have you told? Yeah, you haven't told anyone that though, so we wouldn't know.
That's the other thing.
we know?
In my mind, no one else is around me, so I'm not like
Sure.
sharing too much.
Yeah, I mean, you will hear Xanthius be like, bring my friends back to me. Like, he doesn't seem to be able to see you. In that case, end of turn.
End of turn.
Daisy.
Glue. Can I
Yes.
just want to move over the to the corner
You'll be
closer
up
to
after the next thing.
move over into the corner a little bit
Here?
there. Yeah, just somewhere
10,
there.
15, 20, 25.
And I want to shoot Eye Dog,
Okay,
please.
sure. Throw
With
a Radiant Blade.
a digger. 21 to hit.
My dearest apologies, if you're attacking Eye Dog, it is with disadvantage, as its displacement ability makes it very hard to see where exactly it is.
No.
Sorry.
15.
15 is not enough. The Radiant
Ole.
Blade, you think it's going to strike it, and then it's like it passes through it, and the creature is actually
It hit
slightly
one of them.
side.
That's annoying.
Not the real
And then
one.
another one seems to reappear as its
I
displacement
hit
ability.
that because the other dude had a shield.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have gone for him. So does now that
was
I
your
hit
action.
it, though, does it? Do I know that?
Still has this kind of shimmering thing. Unless you have some way to see through illusions or not rely on sight.
No, I guess I can just try and hit again with my bonus.
The shield guy as well.
There's a brain cell activated there.
No.
No.
What would you like to do, Daisy? Bonus action.
Try again.
Try again. Disadvantage,
Goes.
unfortunately.
12, 13, 19.
It does hit the second one, and you still have Gruff next to it, I believe. So
I have
sneak
an ally
attack.
next to it. So
Yes.
it's no control. Two. 26 damage.
26 points of damage. Huge. The first blade passes through, but that you almost hear Nim in your head like it's revealed itself now, throw now, and you feel like the other blade strike true. Again, it tries to like shift and warp its position, but this blade strike true, sinking deep into the creature's flank. It lets out this mournful kind of as it kind of like lynches to the side. Lurches, sorry. Anything else on your turn, Daisy?
No, I think I have expended all of my things.
All right, then it is Many Mouths.
Shield of many mouths.
Many Mouths is going to turn on its two nearest threats, and to you and Percival, it is going to make a claw attack. Ophelia, 20 to hit you.
That'll hit.
Oh, it's got reach.
That is going to be, it does have reach. That is going to be 12 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled as it picks you up in its hand.
Can I hellish rebuke?
You absolutely can,
Very
yes.
much like to do that, please. Dex 12 save, please.
Oh, certainly. In fact, actually, no. It will use its reaction as you launch the flames. That shimmering shield of prismatic energy around it reflects the spell back at you.
Shit!
Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh my god, do I see it coming? Do I have data?
It does. You do see the shield shatter and break.
Okay.
You see it coming. Yeah, you absolutely see it coming. Danger sense pops off.
Because she's now bounced it back.
Shit. 6, 7, 9.
Is not enough.
Fuck.
Full damage to yourself, please.
Ganondorf tennis.
Yeah.
Well,
Failed the saving throw.
When you say full damage, you
I'll
mean
full 2d10,
you need to make the roll,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, that's all right, it's all
Make the roll and take the damage.
Yeah. Where's my other d10 one? There it is. Oh, fuck!
Now she rolls well.
15 damage.
So that 12, it would have been 6 because you are raging.
No, I'm not raging.
You're not raging yet.
I haven't activated it.
You haven't activated rage, so yeah, 12 slashing damage and then the full fire damage from your Hellish Rebuke. You watch as that reflective shield shatters around the
go
creature.
away.
It does, well, until it's reapplied. But you see it kind of break and shatter.
Reflect.
And you are still grappled, unfortunately.
30, was it 13 that yours did?
12.
12 and 15, so 27. Fuck. Okay.
Yes. You are grappled. It pulls you into its body. And if you start at the start of your turn, you're going to take damage from the mouths biting.
Okay. Cool.
Against Percival, that is going to be only a 12.
God amongst men.
So-
He is fine.
He like,
He really is the best.
he like knocks it aside. Is not grappled, but would have had the same thing. He would have.
Yeah.
So he's actually holding you to his chest, and it looked like if he grabbed Percival, he would have held him to the back,
Oh, damn.
where there are more mouths.
I mean, he's not very nutritious, though. Oh,
Bone marrow.
Hello.
Bone marrow.
bone marrow.
I dog really likes Percival.
Oh, yeah.
We go to, unfortunately, Ophelia, it is immediately your turn.
Yep.
At the start of your turn, you take. Oh, I think that's very low. You're only going to take 6 points of piercing damage. That was a 1. So you take 6 points of piercing damage as you are bit by the mouths of this creature as you are being held close to it. You are not restrained, you are only grappled, so you don't have disadvantage on any attacks or anything like that, but your speed is currently 0.
Fair dues, fair dinkum.
And you also still feel this like power flowing through you.
Yeah. So does that do anything? Does that?
You would need to tell me if you feel like you could channel it into
Oh,
an
interesting.
attack roll. So if you were making a cantrip attack roll or a melee attack or a ranged attack, you feel you could channel it into that.
Then I shall.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ophelia would rage, but as she's raging, maybe that power from the psionic energy links with her rage energy, and she plunges in veracity
Veracity.
towards this thing, charged
that.
with this extra energy.
Love that. So you have advantage because you vex this thing.
Okay, nice. 28, 9, 21, 21, 24.
That is a hit.
Here I go.
I'm hypnotized by the mini you have.
They are, yeah.
I found these minis before I made this encounter, and they were perfect. So I built monsters around them.
15 damage on the first hit.
15 points of damage. Ouch.
Going again.
Sorry, that's without the extra energy.
That's
Can you
without-
roll an extra D8 for that first amount of damage?
Ooh, lovely. 6. Do I add my...
No, so it's just the whatever you roll on the
Just
list is
the 8?
added to it.
Sweet, it's the 6.
Another 6. You then feel, and it seems to be almost like fire, but it's not magic. This is psionic fire. As it lashes this creature, this red energy spilling over its body, it reacts, and yeah, it takes the damage from it.
Amazing.
And then you get your second attack.
Natural 20!
Oh, mother trucker.
Here I go.
I should say that energy is expended in the first attack.
It's all right. I've still got a blood point dice to use, so I will use that for this attack.
That does maximize as well. So what are we looking at here? A D8 and a D6.
D6 max.
That's 14 plus your modifiers.
Plus 5, and then plus 2 for the rage.
So 14, so
21.
21, and then roll the dice.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, 21, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Another 32 points of damage.
Jeez.
You watch as this thing goes from still kind of vaguely healthy, as these 2 blows from a raging Ophelia, you drive veracity in it, like carving down through this creature's, the mouths in its chest like split open like sieves. This green, poisonous ichor dribbling down its body as you tear into this thing. It is bloodied, it looks weak. You have fucked this thing up royally.
Ophelia's doing that because she look at Vermillion Auxa-9 and just say, the power of the Grey Father is not inferior.
You will prove to be a valuable asset when your remains are collected. Your trinkets will be an amusing addition to our collection.
Not amusing, I'm really cool and scary and deadly.
You are still grappled by this thing. It is still alive, so your movement is still 0.
Fair enough.
You have used your bonus action, so that's you done, Ophelia.
I am done, so.
Eye dog.
Do I see him say that?
You see him say that, yeah.
That's weird.
You can see him.
Who's he talking to?
I mean, you remember that your friends were here. They're just not here.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah. Gruff. Dog is going to bite you. That, I think, is going to miss, though. That is only a 14.
Does not hit.
All right, then it's going to use a random eye ray upon you.
It also.
Oh, that's true. You've
so
got
it's
your
triggered
shield.
my fire shield, right?
Yes.
So it's 2d8. 6 and a 5, 11 points of cold
11
damage.
points of cold
Damn.
damage.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it bites you, reacts. It immediately learns, that this thing is, I don't want to attack this thing. This thing burns. You kind of hit it kind of backs up almost from you, and then Daisy is actually going to then shoot an eye beam at you. Random eye beam. Can you make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh, goody. 14.
14 is a success.
Ooh,
Just
unexpected.
barely. You still take 3 points of psychic damage, but you feel this overwhelming sense of fear try to break through and take hold of you. But Nim calmly is like, "There is nothing to fear. We have the advantage here. This thing is wounded. We can take it." And you feel that fear dissipate as you overcome its fear ray.
Nice.
The eye of this thing reminds you of the legends of Voltspawn, like beholders. This eye ray is firing. Alrighty. The eye dog is actually going to remain there. No, in fact, it is going to run away, and it's going to go after Daisy. So, Gruff, you get an attack of opportunity. It is disadvantage.
7 and a 6.
It's going to be a miss, I think.
So yeah, I don't think it's going to.
Yeah, this thing is very quick, nimble.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss, unfortunately. After eye dog, we go to Rowan. Hey,
Which one?
stop trying to be me.
Stop trying to be me.
No.
Polymorph you.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw.
Would it use
Yeah.
ruin?
No, it's fine. Yeah. What'd you polymorph it into?
A cat.
Okay.
See, I'm Rowan. You're a cat.
Oh, it's so cute!
Now that was an action.
Yes.
Can I speak with Vermillion Auxa-9?
Speaking is a free action.
Okay, I roll the eyes into the back of my head, and I put my arms out, and I say loudly, "Assuming control of Ascended One's vessel. Message for Vermillion Auxa-9. Wink."
Give me a deception check.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's a great play. It's a great idea.
Deception.
Yes. No, his performance is very much music-based. We've established that Rowan is more a musician than an...
Natural motherfucking.
For real? For real?
Hell yeah!
I witnessed it! It was pure!
I'm having a real Brennan moment right now. I'm having a real Brennan moment. I hate having my shit fucked. I believe his famous line.
Shit, bruh.
Yeah, Vermillion Auxa-9 will sort of pause and it's like, relay message. But that'll be on 6 seconds, remember, 6 seconds. But Vermillion Auxa-9 believes that you have been taken over by some other force and you are representing your ascended one. But does still seem to believe that, there's still an opportunity to collect my subjects or something here. But yeah, should I... No, yeah, he will. Yeah, go on. What's the next step of this? I think, right before we move on, because this could change things. So, it might change what Auxa does.
Hurting or injuring ambassador of Ascended One and allies will come at severe diplomatic cost.
There is a pause. Perhaps trade negotiation can be applied. Several of these life forms are of great importance to my Ascended One. Surely an agreement can be reached.
An agreement can be reached.
I'm going to pause the initiative.
Oh, shit!
As Auxa-9 will hold up a hand to all of the others. Any effects, and will in fact, there is some sort of telepathic message. You are dropped, Ophelia, by the creature. Your effect ends, and you can now see everybody Xanthius.
I'm back. What's happening?
What do you mean? You've been there the whole time.
Shh. Wait.
We desire several of these subjects for experimentation. The ambassador shall be allowed to leave this facility and take 2 of them.
Guys, I'm really struggling here.
But you can't, if you talk at any point. If you guys want to do actions, I will allow it, but we'll keep the initiative order for if something kicks off.
Can I connect whispers to
You can, absolutely.
the team?
You can, yeah. Who are you picking?
Rowan, Gruff, me, Xanthius, because he's really interested in you for Crownsteel.
Okay.
Am I allowed to walk over?
I would
is it
say,
action, like-
any sort of
Any
right
move,
now. This is very tense.
This is like deadlock,
You've been.
right?
It's like a
Yeah.
deadlock. If you look like you're going to do anything that might either attack him or do something weird, that's probably going to be undo what Rowan's doing.
What about a little heal?
No.
It's just glitter. It's just glitter.
No. Also, I will make it clear, you are very aware that Auxa-9 is very knowledgeable of magic, and so would absolutely recognize healing spells or spells and things like that. So just keep that in mind. But for right now, because this is a very natural performance, he believes that this is a real thing that's happening.
You've got whispers active
Yes.
in your head.
But just don't take the piss with it, is what I'm going to say. You can't have a full-blown conversation.
No, but just to give Rowan
Yeah. Help.
to give
Please,
Rowan a
help.
way to...
We do not agree to this trade. However, there is a valuable asset to both of us in the form of unknown material.
Yes, this material is of great interest. There's a moment. The celestial and the mineral, we would accept these as an offering.
We have laid claim to all around Ambassador that have entered.
I'm going to need another deception check. I'm going to count. You've got 1 success. I'm going to require another deception check. You get a certain number of successes and you might pull this off.
There.
He's done it again.
Another natural 20. Are you joking?
He's really
How many have I rolled this session?
Story wants it to happen, Mara.
Just knock that over. Knock it over.
sorry.
We don't need it.
I'm sorry.
You haven't even touched the mechanic of how to
walk
fight
through a
him.
portal.
Use it in the future.
No, don't walk through the... I just want to make it clear that there is so many mechanics in this fight. You fucked my shit.
Yeah, but this is incredible, though.
I'm sorry.
You hear... we were unaware that you had laid claim on this
Unacceptable.
We apologize to the Ascended One in possession of this form. Perhaps just the mineral. We require some payment, for we have suffered many damages by these representatives.
Just the mineral, but you have to send the subject alive.
I'd like to live, Rowan.
We accept apology as part of the trade agreement. The material is extremely valuable. However, given the circumstances, we wish to have all claimed entities with the ambassador alive for our needs. You can claim the material.
I cannot guarantee the subject's survival, but I shall endeavor with my greatest ability to render it resurrectable if necessary. This should be more than sufficient for an ascended one of such power.
We concur.
Very well. Subject, present yourself so that this agreement can be reached.
I'm really sorry. This is the best I could do.
I
So
will,
well, Rowan.
I
Did he just roll?
Psychic, isn't he? He's a big psychic boy.
Oh, you tried to catch it.
Yeah, he tried to hear your little. Oh, daddy's
My fucking
mad.
dice that rolls very high too, and it rolled very low.
That would have been so funny.
He honoured the roll. It's
I will walk, because I'm currently like down at the bottom of this plinth, right? I'll walk down towards.
Well, no, if you're down at the bottom of the plinth, you feel a magic spell try to basically be cast on you.
I will turn around and look towards Gruff.
Do I see that
You can bring me back, right?
Do I sense that he's trying to detect the thoughts?
Give me a...
Or does Nim detect that, like,
Another presence.
based on what's going on, should...
I would say Nim would be aware. Nim would say to you, and this isn't through the telepathy, this is like more through your spiritual bond. So Nim's like, little one, the others should be aware. I think it may be able to hear us.
Cancel the whispers.
Okay, so you
Nobody
feel
can
that
do
connection.
it anymore.
Okay, you feel that connection go.
But yeah, I'll turn to like, I guess to everyone about looking at Gruff. Like, you can bring me back, right?
Not right now. I need to commune. I need to connect with
Can
the
you
spell.
make a, it's the if it's levitate, I think it's, or actually it would be telekinesis. Make a strength saving throw for me, Xanthias.
Does it matter that it's out of the dice tray completely? 12.
You feel your body seized by a telekinetic force as Xanthias is lifted up to become level with Auxa-9.
Gruff, if this thing kills me, you can bring me back, right? Rowan?
Subject,
I can stabilize you.
we advise you to be silent and still.
We know people. We know people. A
The
lot
barrier will disappear as Xanthias's body is floated directly towards Auxa-9. Can everybody but Tom leave the table?
Oh my god.
And can you cover your
Yes,
ears
of course.
and not listen in, please?
Oh, sorry, Tom.
I love you, boy.
I'm sorry for what I've done.
You just stopped this entire fight.
That was incredible.
With 2 nat 20s. That was
Just took 2 nat
unbelievable.
20s.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm sorry.
I can't
As much as I
believe
jest,
it.
I love it. But man, Cool.
I guess I'm guessing this thing like twists me around as well, so I'm facing directly towards it.
You are
Oh,
twisted
dude.
around. Tom,
Yeah.
this is no C thing. How much do you want this to work? Because you have agency in this as well. This is a big part of your character story.
So Xanthias does.
Okay.
The Crown Steel doesn't.
Yeah.
Obviously. So really it's a question of which is stronger, right?
Sure.
Now, at the same time, Xanthias doesn't, right? Because it's awakened this power in him.
Let's not worry about Xanthias right now.
Yeah.
I am asking Mark, the DM, is asking Tom, his friend, and the player of Xanthias, do you want this to happen? Or do you want there to be a narrative reason that this doesn't work? As a player, not as worrying about the stream. Let's not worry about the stream and the story. And like you as a player, what do you want to happen here? Because I think both sides we can make a cool story, but
Okay.
it's what you want.
In terms of still making this a good show, could I answer it, but write it down and only you see it? And then at least...
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, do you want a piece of paper?
I absolutely have an answer.
Well, it's just, write it on that and then just show it to me, I guess.
I very much appreciate the
Of course,
the
that's what we
question.
do.
Now. Hang on, let me just walk over to you.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
But I do, yeah, thank you for the question.
No, of course. Let me describe what happens. You float there in front of Auxa-9, and your body is paralyzed through the force of telekinesis holding you. You watch as you are brought closer and closer, and this robe kind of is shrugged off of Auxa's shoulders as these 9 manipulator hands reach out. The staff begins to carve a beam of energy down towards your chest, and you feel the magic, your own runic magic that keeps this thing from getting out, that stops it infesting your friends and stops it, killing you, is disabled.
The runes.
The runes.
Oh shit.
For the first time, since you gained this power, it's like a light has gone out in your entire body. Your skin grows dark, and you feel this intense pain in your chest. As you feel yourself begin to die, your heart being pierced by this crown steel. And you watch as that magic is disabled, the little hands of Auxa-9 begin to chip and try to dig in and cut the flesh to try and take it away. You feel pulses of healing magic trying to stabilize you, but you don't think it's gonna work. You are pretty sure that this thing is going to kill you. And that's when your mind flashes, and you find yourself not in the plaza of Ashen Rest. You float in space. Altheya, a blue, green, grey swirling mass behind you, and directly in front of you, the broken moon of the crown. And you hear a very familiar voice that you heard from the gold-skinned man at the fountain. Do you want to be strong?
I don't need you. I don't need you to be strong.
Without me, you are nothing. You cannot have revenge. You cannot survive. But with me, you can be greater than all. No dragon, no proto-magi, no god can stand against us.
I think I would when it says you are nothing without me, initially there's that flicker of Gruff in the caves saying that, saying that I am something without the crown steel. But then at the mention of this revenge, it's almost like an image of this long golden hallway, this throne room type thing. And at the very end of it, this figure, this golden figure.
You see more of that figure now. More than you've seen before. They're not a dragonborn or a dragon. There's something otherworldly but androgynous and human about them. And you see cracks, like they themselves have been broken and are held together by just this golden light, black and red. You see the remnants of a broken crown on their head.
God damn it, they're cool.
Is there a moment where there is hesitation?
At the mention of that revenge, there's just a picture of these Gildaean hallways and the father that I don't necessarily recognize, but an idea of that would be the thing that would shake.
Your time is not done. The Sovereign will return. Can everyone come back in? This could have gone so many ways. But your answer.
What have you done?
Hey, everyone.
I plug my ears so hard,
Yeah.
but I could just hear, like, Tom right through it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Only the loud bits.
I have a very piercing voice.
Just went right through.
Oh man, this is the coolest fucking shit.
You all watch as Xanthius' body is lifted into the air and floated towards Auxa-9. Auxa-9 shrugs off their robe of their shoulders, and 9 manipulator hands extend from their chest. They raise the staff, and a beam of light projects onto Xanthius' body. And for the rest of you, you watch as the runes that are almost always now present somewhere on his body wink out. His body goes dark. There is no sound. Xanthius' face is frozen in pain, but no sound escapes. As Auxa-9 begins to cut and dig with these manipulate hands into his chest, bursts of healing, trying to salvage what he can as they begin to try and carve away at the flesh to extract the crown steel. And you think it's working. You think that Auxa-9 is making progress. The manipulate hands extend and grip. And then something happens. The crown steel does something you have never seen it do before. Xanthius still frozen in his expression as the crown steel begins to glow with a golden radiance that becomes so blinding you cannot see. You hear Auxa-9, and when that light fades, a smoldering corpse of just Auxa-9's lower half is left. A great crack in the wall of the prism is now spreading. The 2 experiments just clutch their heads and roll to the floor, moaning and weeping as everything begins to crumble and break. Stone begins to fall down. Ophelia and Percival, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, does Ophelia get advantage?
Yes.
Thank you, 19 for Ophelia. Percy gets 10.
Percival takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage as a huge chunk of crystal falls down. He manages to maybe help you get out of the way, but part of him is crushed. The rest of you see more pieces begin to fall down. The corridor behind you has seemingly opened up, but the vault is breaking. You see it collapsing and smashing and breaking. What do you guys do?
I'm running towards Xanthius immediately.
Yeah, you run towards Xanthius.
Is he still floating?
No, he falls to the ground unconscious.
Am I allowed to run as he's falling?
I would say he hits the ground hard, but you run to his body.
I would feather fall if I saw him fall.
You feather fall him, and then Gruff manages to catch him. So Gruff and Rowan, you've done something. Daisy, what are you doing?
Run down the corridor towards where the orbs are.
Okay.
To try and get ready to grab the green orb when everyone's out.
So Daisy leaves this room, basically. I'm gonna put you up here for now. Ophelia and Percival, what do you guys do?
Yeah, Ophelia grabs Percival's hand. We need to run! Percy, let's go!
So you're running down to the entrance as well?
Yeah.
With your movement, you can easily get outside. Gruff and Rowan, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws. Xanthius, you're going to automatically fail, but I will allow Gruff. I would give you a choice, Kim. Gruff can fail the saving throw automatically and protect Xanthius so he doesn't take any damage, or you can make the saving throw to try and protect yourself.
What's he looking like?
I'm unconscious, not dead, right?
You are at 0 hit points.
Okay.
Can I?
Sorry, I had to check that.
I'll fail the throw. That's a given.
Okay.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
I would say right now no, because there is an immediate threat, but perhaps as you get him out after this, perhaps.
And does his chest look?
So you see the runes are flickering back on, and they're now beginning to seal up the crown steel. It's a good point. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, no,
it's con we use for you, isn't it?
It
when we do your checks. I believe it is. I'm almost certain it's Constitution.
Pretty, yeah.
Yes, Constitution saving throw, please, Gruff.
19.
19.
No, sorry. 22.
22. You feel the power of this thing. Like, you remember that a sort of presence when you were near Crownsteel, and you didn't notice it. You were carrying such a small piece. This piece in Xanthus' chest it's like something has happened to it, and you feel this power, but the runes seal over it, and then that is cut off immediately. But you grab him, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as another piece of like stone and crystal slams into your shoulder, but you cover Xanthus' body, and then you begin dragging him up and away. Rowan, what'd you get on your save?
22.
22. You dodge to the side as part of the corridor collapses in, making that gap now smaller. As Gruff and Xanthius, you begin to drag the body. You can cast Cure Wounds on Xanthius if you would like.
I'm worried it might have been Wisdom.
We'll check it.
I have even more points to that.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I have, I would have been up to 27 or something. Level 4. I have one last level 4 from the shrine.
Okay. You can restore hit points. Xanthius does not regain consciousness.
Yep.
He's unconscious mentally.
Do you want me to roll? It's 8d8 plus 4.
Yeah, definitely roll it. It makes something might happen to you. Those of you, Daisy, Ophelia, and Percy, as you guys are running to the corridor. Daisy, you get outside. The door is open, like the corridor is opened. The orbs are there, ready to be taken. Ophelia, as you're running down, part of that corridor is going to try and collapse. You, Daisy, and Percival make another dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Can roll
Can I
it
try
again
and
with my
bolster up
medics
some of the corridor, like rage and stand under it to try and hold it open?
I would say you can do that, but you will automatically fail the saving throw.
That's fine.
Okay. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
25.
You
She's
succeed,
sexy.
and you have evasion, so you take no damage, Daisy.
8, 2, 8, 3 8s. What's 3 times 8?
16, 24.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
31 points. What do we get on Percy's saving throw?
Saving throw. 19. 22.
He succeeds. He's fine. He dodges out of the way. You take another 10 points of bludgeoning, half to 5 because you're raging. As Ophelia is like now standing, sort of like holding parts of this corridor up as the corridor itself is beginning to collapse. This chamber, Gruff, Rowan, you see this whole chamber is collapsing. That crack spreads out, and as it breaks, the whole room begins to cave in. The three of you dragging Xanthus' body, hobble your way. Ophelia holding up the corridor. You manage to get outside to where Daisy is waiting. You can see that even in this chamber, the walls are no longer flashing color. They are just a dead, dull gray.
Green orb.
Green orb.
Center thing.
There is a moment where nothing happens, and then it like, and a faint green light kind of falls in.
Everybody in.
You all jump in, you float down to that lower floor, and you see the terrified faces of Theraval and the others who are like waiting. You can see that several of the woodsmen are like holding up the walls as there's cracks running all down it. They're like, what happened? Come on, hurry! Can we get out? Can we leave? As you guys rush towards them. I need everybody to make one final dexterity saving throw for me. Again, Xanthius will automatically fail this, but he is, so you're gonna just protect him, okay?
Can I cast Spare the Dying on Xanthius?
You can. Spending an action will prevent you from being able to dodge out of the way of any debris.
I mean, I've just done a big old heal.
Yeah, all right,
So.
all right. That's fine.
And it is danger sense. You see it coming. What do we get there?
23.
Again, you take no damage. You dodge out of the way, just nimbly, like Nim almost guiding, giving you graceful steps as you do. You automatically fail. 10 points of bludgeoning damage to Gruff.
Would my shield of oaken, armor of oaken thorn given me the temp 6 for casting cure wounds?
It would have technically, yes. Yeah.
Philly got 22, Percy got 11.
Percival's can take another 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Rowan. 16. 16 is just barely enough. You manage to, as it falls to the ground. Percival now like cracked, his bones all broken and sort of stumbling.
Good.
But you get to the group of the survivors that you rescued earlier. You make your way into that lattice-like egg. What do you guys do?
Ruin the stone.
Can we get everybody in here?
I don't know.
All the.
I don't know how it works.
Red orb.
can't get
red
everybody in.
light.
Red orb.
Red
Red
light.
orb.
That's how we came in. Maybe that's the way we go out.
I have a green orb.
You can fit. Well, there was the other 2 orbs up there.
Could I have taken them with me?
I will say yes.
If
I would have imagined that you would have just grabbed all 3.
yeah, a red orb.
There's an
Can I-
orange orb.
It's orange.
Oh shit, it's orange.
There, you can fit 4 people in the lattice work that was the entrance. You remember that from when you came in? It could only fit 4 people.
Can I start casting elementalism like I did when I tried to come in? Red light.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay. You cast elementalism.
Nothing's happening.
Well, I'm assuming none of you are stood in it. Like they're all crowding around waiting to be told what to do.
4 people in. 4 people in.
Rowan, Xanthias.
Get them in first.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You shove like the 4 woodsmen in. As soon as they step on it, they sort of step on it. There is like a flicker of power, and then boom, they disappear.
We know how to do the
The
red.
corridor where you came in is breaking down and is completely collapsing now. There is nothing beyond it. A few seconds go by. What do you do next?
How many of
How many
them
of
are
them are
left?
There were 9, so there's 5
wait, we've
left.
done 4.
Let's do another
5
another
remaining.
4.
Send another 4 in, like the farmer, the son, and Theravar will actually shove his lady in with them, and she's like, no! And as soon as she steps in, the 4 of them vanish.
All right. Everyone around me. Remaining people around me.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Pascal as
7.
well. What about Pascal?
Pascal and Theraval are
True.
left.
Yeah, Pascal and
I think
Theravar.
there's 8
And then-
people.
There's 8 total people,
Good.
including us.
I've got the runestone of Hearth and Home. Me and up to 8 people can be teleported with it.
Okay. You try the runestone.
Yeah.
You are not on the material plane right now. You are in a den.
It's not working.
Send 4 through. There's
As you
2
try and do
orders to
that,
go.
the corridor collapses again.
Rowan, take Xanthias, Pascal, and
No, one of you go. You save me.
Take Xanthias.
I'm not going about Percival.
How many of us are left?
8 total.
You need
There's
to
2
pick
groups.
now.
Not me. I will stay.
Xanthias.
Yeah, Xanthias out, not me.
I'll go with Xanthias to make sure Percy comes out.
Yes.
Right, so Xanthias, Ophelia step onto it. There's 2 more. Who's going?
Pascal and
Pascal. Theraval won't go.
she won't go.
He was waiting.
I'll get on then.
Yeah, he'll like be
I'll
like,
get-
go, girl, go.
Yeah.
I'll go with Xanthias. I've got
Those
healing
4
hands, at least.
vanish. Those of you who are left, I need a dexterity saving throw as this chamber collapses as you
got
dash
1
for that
fate
platform. There is 1 point of fate left. I'm going to, in fact, for everything that's happened, I'm going to just burn my fate. It's not there.
Oh.
Everything that's happened,
One of you 2 take it.
but there is 1 fate point.
Can I do something like cast a spell or something?
If
Wait.
you do,
I think you went.
I
you will
can't.
take
Yeah, this is
damage.
Percy.
And this is the whole. There is a chance that this will break the system
Use
that
the
gets you
fate
in
point.
and out.
Use the
Actually,
fate. Are you guys okay?
If you fail this, there is a chance you might not get
I
it.
bet Percy's going to fail regardless of fate.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if I could use wild shape to turn into the biggest shape I know to try and hold
You can do that.
the wall up. Like,
Sure.
Hold it up.
I'll let you try that. Yep.
I don't know what the biggest shape is though, so I don't know what
But
strength.
also keep in mind, like, a bigger shape means you're not going to be able to occupy that space. Like, I will tell you this, Gruff. If you don't get on that platform right now, you are gone. And it's not your character. Like, Gruff will no longer be playable in this campaign.
Okay.
We need to get on that platform.
So it's
So
Gruff, Percy, Rowan, and Theraval.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 16.
16,
I got a 21.
21. Okay. What did Percy
Percy
get?
got a 9.
Percy
You
got
may as
9.
well try the fate then.
I have
and
tried
then,
the fate.
Oh, you
Oh,
have?
you did.
Fate.
That was with fate,
Yep.
so you burnt the fate. Okay. You watch as all of you jump on. Tharaval is his like something like hits his leg, and you hear like a tearing rip. Percival reaches out, but he's basically the last one as he's reaching. You see his whole back being crushed. He reaches in, gets the heart, and puts it into Rowan's hands
Yeah, I
as his
gripped it.
whole body is crushed.
Oh, I got the thing at least.
Percy?
You escape. there is a cry of blood as this Durgar, this Theraval, his leg has been completely ripped off. And he is unconscious at 0 hit points, just bleeding out. But you escape.
And he's with us.
Yes. Percival's bones are not, but Rowan, you hold this black wooden heart in your hands. And with that, Xanthias, in your mind, you would hear the voice of the gold-skinned figure. In the city of the emperors, your dragon emperors, you will find a piece of my prison. Find it, consume it, and what you desire shall be. And that is where we end today's episode.
I'm the good guy. I'm the good guy, guys.
What have you done?
I
am gonna defend Thomas here.
No.
Because this whole thing
Yeah.
was not expected.
That was not an accusation.
No.
That was a what have
Yeah.
you done?
Maybe Tom didn't do anything.
I don't want an answer. I don't want an answer. I'm not
Hey.
gonna watch back. I don't want to know.
what happened?
It was cool as hell.
I
It was
can't
cool as hell.
believe that troll.
That was amazing.
That was
so good.
The dice, really.
That was,
I mean,
but no, it was just such a good idea.
my
Such a
God.
good idea.
it was an incredible idea. You rolled the shit out
I'm
of
so
it.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all. Like, this is what the game is about. I love that. That was amazing.
That just turned
and
into
honestly,
the cool-
that just forced me to come up with some fucking cool shit that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fucking rad.
All right. As long as you're
Right?
happy
Like,
with that.
oh, dude.
Yeah, please also realize, audience, that Mark came up with that seat of his
On
pants.
the fly.
Yeah.
What we
That's how
do.
freaking good
That's
it
what we
is.
do.
And the fucking
do.
noise it made when that burst of light just like demolished it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
so. Oh god.
So this is not a peek behind the curtain, but I will remind you all that pretty much all of you, save Ophelia, you know the story of what is known as the Equinox War, the battle between the Proto-Magi and Sovereign and the gods. And you know what wiped out the Proto-Magi was something called the Bright Storm, and it was Sovereign's power that annihilated the Proto-Magi. And there is something of that blinding golden radiance that delivers unto you a reminder of that story.
That is such a perfect consequence.
This boy can fit so much Brightstorm in him.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, before we finish up, I just want to confirm the family's dead, right?
Did they make it out? Because it would have crumbled. So maybe they made it out.
Oh no.
They unleashed. They're in a
They would have had to go past all of the like.
They just fell at the bottom.
How much fate did I burn?
all of
You
it.
said all of it.
Oh, five dice.
One for each member.
Well, I will also say that the family, yeah, you think about the family, there was also that prismatic door.
Yeah, we didn't go in
Project
there.
Chimera.
Yeah, that's yeah.
If the family got out, so did maybe whatever was in there.
My T-Rex was shot.
I will also, one thing I want to say is I did check with Tom. There was a big question about agency and what Tom wanted as a player, as well as what Xanthias wanted as a character. Of
course.
And that is a big discussion was had about
Exactly.
that, of course.
No, we trust you guys. really.
But yeah, honestly, wow.
I can't believe that.
As a point, don't worry about this, but just as a thing, there was like you could get in the portals, you get the shield is green, so you get the blue and the yellow, you attack the shield, it disables the shield. Oh, now you can deal damage to him. He's got a bunch of, and then when the shield comes back, there's like other effects. I was gonna drain the entire area of color so you didn't know which colors were what, and you had to figure it out.
We should save all this. I want to room by room explore this vault in
Sure.
a behind the screen sort of
we
thing
can
where we
do
can just
a
talk
very
about
boss
this
mechanic.
entire thing.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that. But
We got out And Percival's heart is still intact, so we can rebuild.
Yeah.
Well, with that,
Some big choices.
Have to find another body.
As a point on those
do
last saving throws, it was going to basically be a major consequence to whoever failed. So for Gruff and Rowan, it would have been either like lose a limb or like a permanent injury or something like that.
like Theraval got.
Basically, exactly that, right? And Percival was just destroyed, but obviously can still live on with the heart. But if you hadn't gone into the portal, like if you tried to do what you did, Gruff, it was going to be just a like, no, that is, you are done. Like, that's it. Character dead. Like, non-resurrectable character gone. That would have been a major consequence of it. But
God.
You guys pressured it. You rushed out. You put all the NPCs first, like good true heroes. But yeah,
Initially.
which is very cool.
Minus the one who literally wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
I'm just saluting my boy Percy.
Yeah. R.I.P. F's in chat.
Percy Mark 1.
Well, yeah, Percy won.
Mark
will
2,
come back.
to be honest.
He's
That
gonna
was
be
like the
titanium
upgraded.
next.
He better be.
It's like Jarvis being. He comes back. It's going to be the Vision.
He was the
Does
best of
Saren
us.
come back in metal?
You sent that bird to die down a hole.
I made a mistake!
Right, with that,
Amazing.
That is the end of today's episode. What a fucking episode!
Yeah.
What an ending to the vault, to the first Proto Magi vault.
That was
What an ending!
That's only the first one.
That's the first one. Well, second.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Well, 1.5.
Do it again.
But yeah, very cool shit. And Chris Trott,
Well done, Trot.
Thank you.
Well done, Tom.
good rolling
Well done,
dice.
Mark.
I can only
and
do
cool idea. To be honest, even if
The
you
idea
just
is
rolled
cool
high as the
anyway.
idea, it still probably would have done something.
Yeah,
but-
solid idea.
yeah.
I can only
I
come up with
can't
great
believe
ideas in a
it's
great
like-
environment. So
The dice knew, man. The dice
dice
knew.
knew.
They were like,
Wanted
oh,
it.
that's a really cool
I
idea.
rolled
20.
two different
20.
20s as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I did that one
And then your
this
pixel dice.
one, yeah.
I think that was like your third or fourth as well for this
Yeah, it
session.
was.
In the session, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Fourth,
God.
Have these just been
Amazing.
There you
left
go.
out in a heat
Right.
lamp or something?
I sat
We
on
got
last
some
week.
messages to read.
We gotta finish up.
That's going to be it for the episode. We're going to read out some messages now. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time for more High Rollers.
See you next time.
Bye.
Oh my God. Bye.